Introduction. I want to thank and congratulate you for downloading this book on the Paleo diet. What you are about to discover is the Paleo diet for beginners, the solution to a healthier and fitter lifestyle, including 100+ tasty, quick, and easy paleo recipes. The recipes contained inside this book will help you lose weight, as well as get healthier by eating foods that you were designed to eat. It is the only proven diet by nature that allows you to fight off diseases, maximize your energy potential, and keep you healthy, strong, and in shape. The recipes in this book were chosen in mind to ensure that you don't have to sacrifice delicious tasting food just to reach your health and fitness goals. With a wide range of recipes to choose from, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert, you will always have an abundance of choice. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin. Mexican breakfasts and lunches. Huevos rancheros. If you are like many people, you enjoy eggs for breakfast. The problem? They can get boring. Well, good news, folks. This recipe of huevos rancheros makes eggs exciting again. Huevos rancheros, translation equals rancher's eggs, consists of placing a fried egg on top of a flour tortilla and then topping the dish with a chili tomato sauce. Yield 8 eggs, 1 cup chili tomato sauce. Servings 4. Serving size 2 tortillas, 2 eggs, 1/4 cup chili tomato sauce. Total time prep to finish 25 minutes. Ingredients: for the tortillas, 3 large eggs, 4 egg whites, 1/2 to 3/4 cup water, 1 tablespoon palm shortening, melted, 1 cup tapioca starch, flour, 1/2 cup flax meal, 2 tablespoons coconut flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, extra virgin olive oil for frying. For the chili tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 1 medium onion chopped, 2 tablespoons garlic crushed, 1/2 cup green bell peppers chopped, 1/2 cup red bell peppers chopped, 3/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne, 1 teaspoon cumin, 3/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 large tomato chopped, 2 green chilies peeled, deseeded, roasted, chopped, 1 cup chicken broth, 3 tablespoons cilantro chopped. For the huevos rancheros, 8 eggs, 1 large avocado optional, tortillas, see recipe, chopped cilantro to garnish optional. Directions: 1. Prepare the tortillas. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the eggs, egg whites, and water in a medium-large bowl. Drizzle in the 1 tablespoon of palm shortening while whisking. 2. In a separate bowl, combine the tapioca starch, flour, flax meal, coconut flour, baking powder, and salt. Mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and whisk thoroughly until combined and smooth. The butter will be very thin, much thinner than pancake batter. 3. Heat a large, flat-bottomed, non-stick skillet over medium-high heat. Add in a small amount of olive oil and let it get hot. Pour approximately 3/4 to 1/3 cup of the tortilla batter into the hot skillet. Holding onto the handle of the pan, remove it from the heat and swirl the pan so the batter coats the bottom and you have about an 8-inch tortilla. You will have to work quickly. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes on the first side, Then flip the tortilla and cook an additional 30 seconds to 1 minute on the opposite side. Be careful not to overcook the tortillas. You want them soft and lightly golden. 4. Repeat with the remaining tortilla butter until gone. You should end up with about 8 tortillas. Set aside, but keep warm. 5. Prepare the chili tomato sauce. To do so, place a large sauté pan over medium-high heat. Add coconut oil and allow it to heat. Add in the onion, garlic, and bell peppers. Sauté for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring frequently until the peppers are tender, garlic fragrant, and onions translucent. 6. Add in all of these seasonings, the tomato and the green chili. Sauté for 2 more minutes. 7. Finally, add in the chicken broth and cilantro. Stir to combine. Then, reduce the heat to low, cover, and let simmer for 15 minutes. For a chunky, thick sauce, leave as is. For a smoother, thinner sauce, place in a blender and pulse in short bursts until desired consistency is achieved. Pour into a bowl and set aside, but keep warm. 8. Prepare the huevos, eggs. With this dish, most people prefer their eggs fried, but you can cook the eggs to any style of your liking. For this recipe, we used fried eggs. Fry the eggs, then prepare to assemble the dish. 9. Assemble the huevos rancheros. Place 2 tortillas on each plate and top each tortilla with 1 egg. Spoon 3/4 cup of the chili tomato sauce over the dish and serve hot with sliced avocado if desired. Tortilla soup. This hearty recipe for the traditional Mexican tortilla soup consists of crispy tortilla strips, tender chicken breast strips, diced tomatoes, sweet onions, spicy jalapenos, carrots, celery, cilantro, and more. Delicious way to enjoy lunch. Yield 1 9-inch double-layer cake. Servings 12 to 15. Serving size 1 slice of cake. Total time prep to finish 40 minutes. Ingredients. For the soup ingredients, 2 large chicken breasts, skin removed, cut into 1/2-inch strips. 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 32-ounce organic chicken broth, 1 sweet onion diced, 2 jalapenos de-seeded diced, 2 cups carrots shredded, 2 cups celery chopped, 1 bunch cilantro chopped fine, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 teaspoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, sea salt to taste, fresh cracked pepper to taste, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 to 2 cups water, 1/2 cup tortilla strips per serving to garnish. For the tortilla strips, 3 large eggs, 4 egg whites, 1/2 to 3/4 cup water, 1 tablespoon palm shortening melted, 1 cup tapioca starch flour, 1/2 cup flax meal, 2 tablespoons coconut flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, extra virgin olive oil for frying. Directions. 1. Prepare the tortilla strips. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the eggs, egg whites, and water into a medium-large bowl. Drizzle the 1 tablespoon of palm shortening while whisking. 2. In a separate bowl, combine the tapioca starch, flour, flax meal, coconut flour, baking powder, and salt. Mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and whisk thoroughly until combined and smooth. The batter will be very thin, much thinner than pancake batter. 3. Heat a large, flat-bottomed non-stick skillet over medium-high heat. Add in a small amount of olive oil and let it get hot. Pour approximately 1/4 to 1/3 cup of the tortilla batter into the hot skillet. Holding onto the handle of the pan, remove it from the heat and swirl the pan so that the batter coats the bottom and you have about an 8-inch tortilla. You will have to work quickly. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes on the first side, then flip the tortilla and cook an additional 30 seconds to 1 minute on the opposite side. Be careful not to overcook the tortillas. You want them soft and lightly golden. 4. Repeat with the remaining tortilla batter until gone. You should end up with about 8 tortillas. Each tortilla makes 1 cup of strips. You need 1/2 cup per serving. So, using kitchen shears or scissors, begin cutting strips that are 2 inches long by 1 inch wide. Transfer the strips to a bowl and cover with plastic wrap. Set aside. 5. Prepare the soup. In a crock pot or large Dutch oven over medium-high heat, place 2 tablespoons olive oil and 1/4 cup of the chicken broth. 5. Prepare the soup. In a crock pot or large Dutch oven over medium-high heat, place 2 tablespoons olive oil and 1/4 cup of the chicken broth. Add in the onions, garlic, jalapenos, sea salt, and pepper, and cook for 5 to 7 minutes or until onions are translucent and tender. Add more broth while cooking if needed. 6. Next, add in all of the remaining ingredients and just enough water to fill the top of the pot. Then cover and let cook on low for about 2 hours, adjusting salt and pepper as needed to taste. 7. Once the chicken is fully cooked, you should be able to shred it very easily. An easy way to shred the chicken is to take the back of a wooden spoon and press the cooked chicken against the side of the pot. You should also use a fork or tongs to break the chicken apart and into shreds. 8. Transfer 1 to 1.5 cup of the soup into each serving bowl and then garnish each serving with 1/2 cup tortilla strips, a few avocado slices, and fresh cilantro. Enjoy. Carnitas con huevo. For an excellent breakfast choice, try this authentic Mexican tradition of carnitas con huevos. In English, barbecued pork with egg. For this recipe, a creamy avocado cilantro sauce is drizzled over succulent pork and fluffy egg. This is a satisfying, filling breakfast that will keep you going strong until lunch. Yield 1 pound pork, 4 eggs, 1/2 cup avocado cilantro cream sauce. Servings 4. Serving size 1/4 pound pork, 1 fried egg, 1/4 cup cream sauce. Total time prep to finish 40 minutes. Ingredients for the carnitas con huevos: 1 pound pork shoulder, boneless or bone-in, 1/3 cup lime juice, 1/3 cup lemon juice, 1 tablespoon cumin, 2 teaspoons garlic powder, 2 teaspoons salt, 1/2 teaspoon ground coriander, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper, 4 large eggs, salt to taste, fresh ground black pepper to taste, fresh cilantro to garnish. For the avocado cilantro cream sauce: 1 avocado peeled pitted, 1 bunch fresh cilantro leaves and tender stems, 1/4 cup coconut milk, salt to taste, 1 to 2 teaspoons lime juice. Directions: 1. Prepare the carnitas con huevos. Begin by combining all of the spices into a small bowl. Cut your pork into large chunks about 3 to 4 inches and rub the spices into the pork. Place the pork in a large deep skillet and pour in the lemon and lime juice. Pour in just enough water to just cover the pork. 2. Bring the water to a good rolling boil, then reduce the heat just enough for a vigorous simmer, and let the pork cook for 1.5 to 2 hours or until most of the liquid has absorbed, checking the pork occasionally. Once the liquid has dissipated, turn the pieces of pork carefully to brown them on all sides, and then remove from the heat. Set aside. 3. Next, fry the eggs as usual, using the salt and pepper to season. Set aside, but keep warm. 4. Prepare the avocado cilantro cream sauce. To make the avocado cilantro cream sauce, combine all ingredients in a food processor and pulse until smooth. Taste and add more salt or lemon juice as needed. 5. To serve, shred 2 or 3 pieces of carnitas and spread them out on a plate. Top with 1 fried egg and drizzle with the avocado cilantro cream. Garnish with fresh cilantro if desired. Serve hot. Chipotle pumpkin soup. This is an excellent way to warm yourself up on a chilly fall afternoon. This recipe offers all the flavors you could want melded together into a magical soup. Sweet yet subtly spicy and oh so creamy. This soup will keep you smiling from spoon up to spoon down. Yield 6 to 8 2-cup bowls of soup. Servings 6 to 8. Serving size 2 cups of soup. Total time, prep to finish, 40 minutes. Ingredients for the chipotle pumpkin soup. 1 small pumpkin, 3 cups chicken broth, 1 cup coconut milk, 1 yellow corn chopped, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 to 2 chipotle chilies in adobo sauce, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup fresh cilantro leaves, sea salt to taste. For the cream sauce, 1/2 cup sweet potato, peeled, cooked, cubed, 1/4 cup coconut milk, 1/8 cup chicken broth, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt. For the pumpkin seed garnish, 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon chipotle chili powder, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt. Directions. 1. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Prepare the soup by cutting the pumpkin in half and cutting off the stem. Scoop out and discard the pulp, but save the seeds and transfer them to a strainer. Cut the pumpkin into quarters and place the quarters skin side down on a baking sheet. Bake for 45 to 60 minutes. Then remove the pumpkin from the oven and let cool at room temperature for 10 minutes. Then peel off the skin and cut the pumpkin into large chunks. 2. Reduce the oven heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Rinse the pumpkin seeds in the strainer. In order to remove any strings or pulp, pat the seeds dry using paper towels. In a large bowl, combine the chipotle chili powder, sea salt, and olive oil. Stir to blend. Place the seeds in the bowl and toss them with the seasoning. Spread the seeds out in a single layer onto a baking sheet. Place in oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until crisp. Remove from oven and let cool. 3. Place a large pot or Dutch oven over medium-high heat. Heat the olive oil for a minute or 2. Then, add in the onion and garlic. Sauté for 5 minutes, then add in the pumpkin, chicken broth, and coconut milk. Bring to a simmer and let cook, stirring often for 20 minutes. Then transfer the soup to a blender along with the cumin and 1 to 2 chilies, depending on your preferred level of spice. Blend on high until smooth, making sure the blender has ventilation to allow the steam to escape. Pour the soup back into the pot and place it over low heat. Season with sea salt to taste. 4. Prepare the cream sauce by combining the sweet potato, coconut milk, chicken broth, and sea salt in a blender. Process on high until smooth. Pour the mixture in a plastic, sealable Ziploc baggie or in a piping bag. 5. To serve, place 2 cups of the soup in a large soup bowl. Snip a small corner off the baggie piping bag, holding the cream sauce, and pipe the cream sauce over the surface of the soup in whatever design pattern you choose. For example, pipe a large circle around the edges of the soup, a medium-sized circle inside the large circle. Then pipe a small circle at the center of the soup inside the medium circle. Take a toothpick and drag it through the soup, starting from the center and moving out to the edges of the bowl, giving the cream a fancy webbed look. Finally, sprinkle the surface of the soup with a few seasoned pumpkin seeds to garnish. Then serve and enjoy. Puerco de salsa y pimiento, salsa and bell pepper pork. If you are in the mood for an authentic Mexican lunch but do not have a lot of time to spare, then this recipe is the answer. Puerco de salsa y pimiento, which roughly translates to salsa and bell pepper pork, is quick and simple yet delicious. In less than 20 minutes, you will have a traditional Mexican dish. Yield 2 2-cup bowls of Puerco de salsa y pimiento. Servings 2, serving size 1 bowl. Total time prep to finish 15 minutes. Ingredients: 1 yellow bell pepper sliced, half medium white onion sliced, 3/4 pound pork tenderloin or 4.5-inch thick slices of pork tenderloin, 12 to 13 ounce preferred salsa, pinch of sea salt or to taste, pinch of fresh ground pepper or to taste, pinch of ancho chili powder or to taste, 1 tablespoon coconut oil, a half to 1 avocado sliced to garnish. Directions: 1. Begin by slicing the bell pepper and onion. 2. Slice the pork tenderloin into strips and then cut each strip in half or in thirds if preferred. 3. Heat the coconut oil in a large sauté pan over medium heat. Let melt, then add in the bell pepper and onion. Sauté for about 5 minutes or until the onion is translucent and the bell peppers fork tender. Remove the bell pepper and onion from the pan and set aside. 4. Place the pork strips in the pan. Sprinkle the pork strips with sea salt, black pepper, and ancho chili. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until cooked through. 5. Toss the bell pepper and onion back into the pan with the cooked pork. 6. Stir in preferred salsa immediately, mix well, and let simmer for 5 minutes. 7. Divide the mixture between 2 serving bowls, garnish with sliced avocado, and serve. Red chili braised pork tacos. If you are in the mood for big and bold flavors for lunchtime, then take a bite out of these red chili braised shredded pork tacos. Tender, succulent, and oh so flavorful. Pair them with the warm homemade tortilla recipe below. Yield 2.5 pounds braised pork, 20 tortillas. Servings 10. Serving size 2 tacos. Total time prep to finish 40 minutes. Ingredients: for the braised pork tacos, 4 large ancho chilies, stem, seeds removed. 2 large pasilla negro chilies, stem and seeds removed. 3 cascabels chilies, stems, seeds removed. 2 guajillo chilies, stem, seeds removed. 3 chipotle chilies, stems, seeds removed. 1/4 cup coconut oil, 2 tablespoons honey, juice of 1 lime, 1 boneless pork shoulder about 2.5 pounds, 2 tablespoons sea salt or to taste, 2 teaspoons lard or coconut oil, 1 large onion chopped to yield 2 cups, 2 tablespoons garlic minced, 2 bay leaves crumbled, 1 tablespoon dried oregano, 2 teaspoons ground coriander, 2 teaspoons ground cumin, ½ teaspoon ground allspice, 1½ cup chicken stock, 20 6-inch tortillas. See recipe. For the homemade tortillas, 12 large eggs, 4 egg whites, 1 cup sesame seeds grind into a flour, 1½ teaspoon salt, 1½ teaspoon garlic powder, 1½ cup tapioca flour, 1½ teaspoon cream of tartar. For the garnish, 2 to 4 cups radishes trimmed thinly sliced, 1 head lettuce chopped fine or shredded, 3 to 4 tomatoes seeded and diced. Directions: 1. Place a medium-sized saucepan filled 2/3 of the way with water over high heat and bring contents to a boil. 2. Remove all of the stems from the chilies. Using kitchen shears, cut a slice in each chili and scoop out the seeds. Discard stems and seeds. 3. Place the chilies in a large, heavy-bottomed skillet over medium heat. Add the 1/4 cup coconut oil and let it get hot and melt. Then add in the chilies. Cook the chilies for about 1 minute or until lightly toasted. Be sure to turn them once or twice during cooking to prevent them from burning. 4. Transfer the chilies to a medium-sized mixing bowl and pour enough of the boiling water over the chilies to cover the chilies. Place a small plate in the water over the top of the chilies to help keep them submerged in the boiling water. Let the chilies soak for about 30 minutes or until soft. Drain the chilies but reserve the liquid. 5. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 6. Transfer the softened chilies to a blender along with the honey, lime juice, and ½ cup of the reserved water. Puree until a smooth paste is formed, adding more of the reserved water as necessary. 7. Place the pork shoulder on a cutting board and generously season it with about 2 tablespoons of salt, more or less to taste. Spread the chili paste liberally all over the pork shoulder. 8. Place a large, heavy-bottomed, oven-proof pot over medium heat. Place the lard or coconut oil in the pot and allow it to melt. Then add in the onion, garlic, bay leaves, oregano, coriander, cumin, and allspice. Cook the onions for about 5 to 8 minutes or until translucent and tender. 9. Add in the chicken stock. Stir to blend, then bring contents to a boil. Add in the pork shoulder. Cover and transfer to preheated oven. Braise pork for about 2½ hours, basting occasionally with pan juices or until it is very tender. 10. During the 30 minutes before the pork is finished cooking, prepare the tortillas. To do so, place the coconut oil on a large griddle over medium heat. While the griddle is heating, place the sesame seeds in a food processor and grind into a fine flour. In a mixing bowl, combine the eggs and egg white. Beat with a whisk until frothy. Add in the ground sesame seeds, salt, garlic powder, tapioca flour, and cream of tartar, and whisk for 1 minute. 11. Pour a 6-inch circle of tortilla batter into your griddle. Depending on the size of the griddle, you should be able to cook 2 to 4 tortillas at the same time. Cook each tortilla for 3 to 4 minutes until browned, then flip and cook an additional 2 to 3 minutes or until brown. Remove from the pan and set aside. Repeat process until all 20 of the tortillas have been cooked. Be sure to beat the batter with a whisk between tortillas. Set tortillas aside, but keep warm. 12. When done, transfer pork to a larger plate and shred with 2 forks. Return the shredded meat to the pot and mix with the remaining juices. Then transfer to a serving platter. 13. Prepare the garnish as directed, then serve tacos and enjoy. Chicken Pozole Rojo. Traditional Mexican Pozole Rojo is a rich, broth-based soup typically made using pork and chilies and many, many other ingredient additives such as cilantro, lime, shredded cabbage, radishes, hominy, and the list goes on and on. This is literally a everything but the kitchen sink type of soup, but it is always filling, flavorful, and extremely delicious. For a hearty lunch that keeps you going, Pozole Rojo is your answer. Yield 6 2-cup bowls of soup. Servings 6. Serving size 1 2-cup bowl of soup. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 25 minutes. Ingredients: 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 8 cups chicken stock, 4 cups acorn or butternut squash, peeled, seeds removed, and cut into 1-inch cubes, 1 yellow onion diced, 2 tomatoes diced, 1 jalapeno finely diced, 4 cloves of garlic finely diced, 1 dried ancho chili diced or 1 tablespoon red chili flakes, 1 small can of chipotle peppers in adobo sauce blended until smooth, 2 tablespoons lime juice, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon coriander, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, ½ teaspoon cayenne pepper, 2 to 3 avocados diced to garnish, 6 radishes julienned, 1 julienned radish per serving to garnish, 2 to 4 bunches fresh cilantro roughly chopped to garnish, 1 to 2 limes wedged, 1 lime wedge per serving to garnish, 1 to 2 white onion diced to garnish. Directions: 1. Place 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a large, heavy-bottomed, deep skillet over high heat. Season the chicken breasts with salt and pepper, then place them in the skillet and sear each side for 3 to 5 minutes or until golden brown. Remove from the skillet, set aside. 2. In the same skillet, add the onion and squash. Sauté for 5 minutes or until translucent. Then add in the salt, cumin, coriander, oregano, and cayenne. Stir to combine and then add in the jalapeno and garlic. Stir and cook for 1 minute. 3. Next, add in the tomato, ancho chili, and pureed chipotle into the skillet. Stir to blend with other ingredients and then cook contents for 3 minutes. 4. Place all of the chicken stock and lime juice into the skillet. Stir well. Add the chicken along with any of the chicken juices on the plate. Reduce heat to medium. Cover the skillet and allow the contents to cook for 30 to 45 minutes. Check the chicken to make sure it is cooked through. Then remove each chicken breast from the skillet and shred the chicken using 2 forks. Then place the shredded chicken meat back into the skillet. Return heat to high and stir to combine the soup contents, cooking for 5 to 10 more minutes. 5. Prepare garnishing as directed. Ladle the soup into serving bowls. Garnish each serving with diced avocado, 1 julienned radish, chopped cilantro, diced onion, and 1 wedge of lime. Serve with tortillas if desired. Cranberries with cinnamon poached pears. Here is a breakfast that also tends to curb those sweets cravings as well. Firm pears poached to perfection with chewy dried cranberries and sweet-smelling cinnamon. The scent that fills your home will make this a hard-to-resist dish to wait for. Yield 8 servings. Total time prep to finish 4 hours 10 minutes. Ingredients: 8 firm rose pears peeled and cored, 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon ground ginger, 2 tablespoons coconut oil, 1/2 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, 1/2 cup raw honey, 1 cup dried unsweetened cranberries. Instructions. 1. To begin, slice an ultra-thin slice from the wide bottom side of each pear in order to help the pears stand on their own without teetering. 2. In a small-sized mixing bowl, combine the cinnamon and nutmeg until well blended. Then sprinkle the cinnamon-nutmeg mixture over the pears. 3. Place the pears standing upright into the slow cooker. 4. Place a small saucepan over low heat. Combine coconut oil and raw honey into saucepan and warm just until melted. 5. Remove saucepan from heat and blend in vanilla extract. 6. Drizzle the honey mixture over pears and add cranberries to slow cooker so that they surround the pears. 7. Cover slow cooker and cook pears on low heat for 4 hours. 8. To serve, place 1 pear on a serving dish, sprinkle some cranberries around the pear, and drizzle a little bit of the sauce remaining in the slow cooker over the top of the pear. Serve warm. Veggie and egg breakfast scramble. A breakfast bowl of fluffy scrambled eggs and tender, juicy vegetables that turns out perfectly when slow cooked. For a twist, try sprinkling some shredded diet cheddar cheese over the breakfast scramble. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 9 hours 20 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 8 large eggs beaten, 1 cup sweet potato sliced, 1 onion diced, 1 green bell pepper diced, 1 red bell pepper diced, 1 small zucchini sliced thin, 1 cup canned coconut milk, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, sliced green onions. Instructions. 1. Wash and prepare vegetables as directed. 2. Place a large sauté pan over medium heat and add coconut oil. When oil is hot, place vegetables in pan and sauté for 8 to 10 minutes or until tender. 3. Using cooking spray, lightly grease the inside walls and floor of the slow cooker, then add sautéed vegetables. 4. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, beat eggs, then add coconut milk and whisk together until well blended. Then pour egg mixture over the vegetables in the slow cooker. Cover slow cooker with lid and let cook on low for 7 to 8 hours. 5. When ready to serve, stir the vegetables and eggs. Garnish with sliced green onions and serve hot. Spinach ham frittata. For those of you with raised eyebrows, yes, you absolutely can make a frittata in a slow cooker, and a delicious frittata at that. Frittatas turn out perfectly in the crock pot. The eggs are fluffy, the vegetables fork tender, the edges of the frittata golden. After you take a bite, you may find yourself questioning whether you cook frittatas any other way. Sure, it takes longer, but the wait is definitely worth the reward. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 6 hours 20 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 8 large eggs beaten, 2 cups spinach chopped, 2 cloves garlic, 1 cup ham diced, 1 small white onion diced, 1/2 cup canned coconut milk, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper. Instructions. 1. Place the coconut oil into a medium-sized sauté pan and warm over medium heat. Add in garlic and onion and sauté for 8 to 10 minutes or until the garlic becomes fragrant and the onion tender and translucent. 2. Transfer onion and garlic to slow cooker and add in chopped spinach and diced ham. 3. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, whisk together eggs, coconut milk, sea salt, and pepper. 4. Pour egg mixture in slow cooker and stir to mix well with contents. Cover with lid and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours or until eggs are set. 5. When ready to serve, stir crock-pot contents and scoop onto serving dish. Serve hot. Pancakes with apple cinnamon topping. This slow cooker recipe is a little different in that it has a two-part process. You first prepare the apple cinnamon topping in the slow cooker, and when that is finished, you prepare the pancakes in a skillet or on a griddle as you normally would. To serve, just pour the hot, sweet apple cinnamon topping on the pancakes and enjoy. Prep time 15 minutes. Total time 3 hours 15 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: apple cinnamon topping, 4 apples peeled and cut into uniform chunks, 3 to 4 apples juiced to make 1 cup apple juice, 1 cup almond meal, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon. Paleo pancakes, 1 egg, 3/4 cup canned coconut milk, 1 tablespoon raw honey, 2 tablespoons coconut oil, 1 cup blanched almond flour, 3 teaspoons baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon Celtic sea salt, 1 to 2 tablespoons coconut flour, just enough for batter to reach good consistency. Instructions: 1. Prepare the apple cinnamon crumb topping. Combine the diced apple juice, almond meal, and cinnamon in your slow cooker and stir contents until well blended. Cover slow cooker and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours or until apples are tender. With this recipe, you will want to remove the lid and stir the cinnamon apples once per hour. 2. When the apple cinnamon topping is ready, prepare the paleo pancakes. To prepare the paleo pancakes, crack egg into a medium-sized bowl. Beat, then add in coconut milk, honey, and coconut oil. 3. In a second mixing bowl, combine the almond flour, baking powder, sea salt, and 1 tablespoon of the coconut flour. Mix well. Gradually stir the dry contents into the wet contents. Batter may be slightly lumpy, but should be at a good consistency for pancakes. 4. Heat a griddle or skillet to medium-low. Grease with remaining coconut oil if needed. Pour 1/3 cup of batter onto hot griddle or skillet and cook approximately 2 to 3 minutes. Then once the pancake is semi-crispy and golden brown, flip to the other side and repeat. To serve, place the pancake on serving dish and top with apple cinnamon topping. Serve hot. Chicken sausage and sweet potato hash. Here is a breakfast bowl casserole that will fill you up and keep you satisfied until lunchtime. Chicken sausage, sweet potato hash browns, chopped apple, and diced onion make this a breakfast that won't soon be forgotten. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 8 hours 20 minutes. Yield 6 servings. Ingredients: 1 pound chicken sausage, casing removed, 4 large sweet potatoes peeled and grated, 2 apples peeled, cored, and chopped, 1 small white onion diced, 1/4 cup chicken broth or chicken stock. Instructions: 1. Crumble up the chicken sausage into a large mixing bowl and add in sweet potatoes. Stir to mix. 2. Next, stir in the apple and onion. 3. Transfer mixture to slow cooker and press into bottom of slow cooker. 4. Pour the chicken broth or stock over the mixture and cover slow cooker with lid. 5. Cook on low heat for 8 hours or high heat for 4 hours. Transfer to serving dish and serve on its own or alongside eggs. Mexican dinners. Chicken enchiladas. Tender shredded chicken breast stuffed into homemade rolled tortillas and smothered in a creamy enchilada sauce. An enchilada recipe that is a snap to prepare and so delicious. Try doubling the recipe and freezing a batch of these yummy enchiladas for a tasty Mexican dinner in no time at all. Yield 1 8 by 8 inch batch of enchiladas. Servings 6 to 8. Serving size 1 enchilada. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 20 minutes. Ingredients for the tortillas: 3 large eggs, 1 egg white, 1 cup sesame seeds grind into a flour, ½ teaspoon salt, ½ teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 cup tapioca flour, ½ teaspoon cream of tartar, 1 tablespoon coconut oil. For the chicken enchilada filling: 1 batch of tortillas. See recipe. ½ pound boneless, skinless chicken breast, diced. ½ small white onion, diced. 2 cloves garlic, minced. 1 tablespoon coconut oil. 1 teaspoon sea salt. 1 teaspoon black pepper. 1 cup Daya shredded cheddar cheese. 12-ounce enchilada sauce. Directions: 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Prepare the tortillas. Place the coconut oil in a medium skillet and place over medium heat. Place the sesame seeds in a food processor and grind into a flour. In a mixing bowl, add the eggs and egg white. Beat with a whisk until frothy. Add in the ground sesame seeds, salt, garlic pepper, tapioca flour, and cream of tartar, and whisk for 1 minute. 3. Pour a 5-inch circle of the tortilla batter into your pan and cook for 3 to 4 minutes until browned. Then flip and cook an additional 2 to 3 minutes or until brown. Remove from the pan and set aside. Repeat process until all of tortillas are cooked. Be sure to beat the batter with a whisk between tortillas. 4. Prepare the chicken enchiladas. Place a large skillet over medium to medium-high heat. Add coconut oil and let melt. Then add in the chicken, onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. Cook for 5 to 7 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through and browned. Set aside. 5. Pour just enough of the enchilada sauce, approximately 1 cup, to cover the bottom of the 8 by 8 inch baking dish. 6. Lay out the tortillas and in each tortilla place 1 to 2 tablespoons of the chicken mixture and a pinch of cheese. Wrap the tortillas up and place seam side down in the baking dish. When all of the wraps are in the pan, pour the remaining enchilada sauce over the wrapped tortillas. Sprinkle the remaining, or a bit more if needed, over the enchiladas. 7. Place the baking sheet in the preheated oven and cook for 20 to 25 minutes or until the enchiladas are heated through and the cheese is bubbly. Steak fajitas. Hot, sizzling, restaurant-style fajitas right at home on your dining room table? These fajitas are served with easy-to-make flour tortillas and a chunky salsa, which altogether make this a dinner to brag about. Yield: 8 tortillas, 4 cups fajita mix, 2 cups salsa. Servings: 4. Serving size 2 tortillas, 1 cup fajita mix, 1/4 cup salsa. Total time prep to finish 2 hours 20 minutes. Ingredients: for the fajita mixture, ½ pound steak, any type preferred, 2 red bell peppers sliced, 2 green bell peppers sliced, 2 white onions sliced, 1 clove garlic chopped, 2 limes, Celtic sea salt to taste, fresh ground black pepper to taste, pinch of ground cumin to season steak. For the salsa, 3 large tomatoes diced, ½ medium white onion diced, 1 to 2 jalapenos diced, 2 to 3 sprigs fresh cilantro chopped to taste, 1 lime juiced, 2 cloves garlic chopped fine, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, Celtic sea salt to taste. 4 tortillas, 3 large eggs, 1 egg white, 1/4 cup sesame seeds grind into a flour, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 cup tapioca flour, 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar. Directions. 1. Prepare the tortillas. Place the coconut oil in a medium skillet and place over medium heat. Place the sesame seeds in a food processor and grind into a flour. In a mixing bowl, add the eggs and egg white. Beat with a whisk until frothy. Add in the ground sesame seeds, salt, garlic powder, tapioca flour, and cream of tartar, and whisk for 1 minute. 2. Pour a 5-inch circle of the tortilla batter into your pan and cook for 3 to 4 minutes until browned. Then flip and cook an additional 2 to 3 minutes or until brown. Remove from the pan and set aside. Repeat process until all of the tortillas are cooked. Be sure to beat the batter with a whisk between tortillas. 3. Prepare the salsa. In a large-sized bowl, combine the tomatoes, onion, jalapenos, cilantro, and stir gently to incorporate. Add in the lime juice, olive oil, and salt. Stir gently until well blended. Taste and adjust salt as needed. 4. Prepare the fajita filling. Place a sauté pan over medium heat. Sprinkle each side of the steaks with salt, pepper, and a pinch of cumin. Place in the pan and cook each steak 5 to 8 minutes or until desired doneness is achieved, flipping only once. Squeeze lime juice over both sides of the steak as they are cooking. Remove the steak from the pan and let them rest. Alternatively, you can also cook the steak on the grill if so desired. 5. Wash out sauté pan or using a second pan. Place the sauté pan over medium heat. Add in the olive oil and let it get hot. Add in the peppers, onion, and garlic and let sauté 3 to 5 minutes until tender crisp and the onion translucent. Squeeze lime juice over the vegetables and continue to cook for 1 minute and then remove from heat. 6. Slice the steaks into strips. Then stir the steak strips in with the sautéed vegetables. Place 1 cup of the fajita mixture on a serving dish. Serve with 2 tortillas and 1/4 cup of salsa. Chorizo tamales with sweet potato. These delectable husk-wrapped tamales explode in a perfect fusion of flavor, texture, and spices. The best thing about tamales? They are versatile. They can easily withstand a formal holiday feast or be just as perfect for a casual Saturday dinner with the family. This is a great tamale recipe to experiment with. Next time, try using shredded chicken, pork, or beef in place of chorizo. Yield 12 tamales. Servings 4. Serving size 3 tamales. Total time, prep to finish, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Ingredients: 4 3/4 cup almond flour, 4 1/4 cup almond flour, 2 3/4 cup sweet potatoes mashed, 3/4 pound chorizo, 2 tablespoons arrowroot powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 eggs, 1 cup fresh cilantro finely chopped. 12 dried corn husks, soaked in water for at least 4 hours, but up to overnight. Directions. 1. Begin by making sure that the corn husks have been soaked for a minimum of 4 hours, up to overnight. This will make the corn husks more pliable and easier to work with. 2. Mash the sweet potatoes and transfer the mashed potatoes to a food processor, along with the almond flour, eggs, and salt. Process until well blended. 3. Add the arrowroot powder to help thicken the sweet potato mixture. If the initial 2 tablespoons are not enough, then add in more. 1 tablespoon at a time until the mixture thickens. The mixture should not be too watery or too sticky. 4. Prepare the filling by cooking the chorizo in a frying pan and chopping up the fresh cilantro as directed. 4. Next, tear or use kitchen shears to cut one of the corn husks into 1/4 inch thin strips. Set the strips aside. 6. Begin to assemble your tamales. To do so, place a corn husk onto the prep area. Smooth side up. Place a spoonful of sweet potato mixture onto the center of the corn husk. Then spread it out over the surface of the corn husk, covering only the top half of the corn husk. Now sprinkle 3 tablespoons of meat filling over the center of the sweet potato mixture. Spread it out. Top the meat filling with a pinch of chopped cilantro. 7. Next, you need to fold the tamale. Begin by folding the 2 long sides of the corn husk toward the middle. Fold up the bottom portion of the corn husk over the sweet potato mixture and meat filling. 8. Now take the corn husk strips you set aside earlier and use them as ties to secure the tamale. Place 1 tie in the middle of the tamale, keeping the flaps secure. Tie the ends of the strip together. Stand the tamale upright to be steamed. 9. Repeat process to make the remaining 11 tamales for the final total of 12 tamales. 10. To cook, place in a steamer pot and steam for 10 minutes or bake on a cookie sheet in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. 11. Remove from steamer or oven. Let sit for 5 minutes. Then serve and enjoy. Beef macada. This Mexican shredded beef dish is incredibly tender and makes for a fantastically succulent filling for tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and chimichangas. This recipe may take some time to prepare, but slow cooking means you can throw the ingredients together and go about your day uninterrupted. Then, when you get home after a long day, this juicy, mouth-watering shredded beef will be ready and waiting. Yield 4 pounds beef macada, 8 cup macada. Servings 8. Serving size 1 cup macada. Total time, prep to finish, 9 hours 30 minutes. Ingredients: 4-pound grass-fed chunk roast cut into smaller chunks. 1 red bell pepper diced, 1 green bell pepper diced, 1 hatch chili diced, 1 dried guajillo chili, stem removed and broken into pieces, 1 red onion diced, 4.6 ounces tomato paste, 3/4 cup beef broth, ½ cup lemon juice, 1½ tablespoon ground cumin, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 tablespoon unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon Italian seasoning, 1½ teaspoon sea salt, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon ground cayenne, fresh ground black pepper to taste. Directions: 1. In a small bowl, combine the tomato paste, beef broth, lemon juice, ground cumin, chili powder, cocoa powder, garlic, paprika, Italian seasoning, sea salt, cayenne pepper, and a pinch of black pepper. Stir until completely blended. Set aside. 2. Place the diced onion, bell peppers, and hot diced chilies in the bottom of your crock pot. Place the chunks of beef over the vegetables, then pour the liquid mixture over the meat. 3. Cook the macada on high for 4 hours, then reduce the heat to low and cook an additional 4 hours. If you will be away from the home the entire day, cook the macada on low for 10 hours total. 4. Using a fork, shred the beef while it is still in the crock pot. Taste test and add more sea salt or black pepper as needed for taste. Then, continue cooking for 1 hour. Then, serve as a filling for tacos, burritos, chimichangas, enchiladas, etc. Or make macada con huevos by scrambling the beef with eggs. Enjoy. Carnitas. Carnitas are a very popular Mexican recipe that consists of slow-cooked, braised pork simmered in broth and seasonings. Carnitas can be eaten by its own or as a tender filling for tacos and tamales. Yield 6 pounds pork carnitas, 12-count carnitas. Servings 12. Serving size 1-count carnitas. Total time prep to finish 4 hours 45 minutes. Ingredients: 6 pounds pork loin, roast or pork shoulder, 2 teaspoons salt or to taste, 1 teaspoon pepper adjust to taste, 4 teaspoons dried oregano, 2 teaspoons ground cumin, 1 teaspoon chili powder, 2 bay leaves, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 white onions coarsely chopped, 12 cloves garlic minced, 1 or 2 serrano pepper chopped, depending on preferred level of spice, juice from 4 oranges, juice from 2 limes, 6 tablespoons ghee or as much as needed to fry meat. Directions: 1. To begin, rinse the pork loin roast or pork shoulder with cool water, then pat dry using paper towels. 2. Place the pork in the crock pot and add salt, pepper, oregano, cumin, and chili powder to both sides of the meat. 3. Next, add in the onion, garlic, serrano pepper, bay leaf, and place the cinnamon stick on top. 4. Squeeze the oranges and lime over the top of the pork. Secure the lid and cook the pork on high for 4 hours or on low for 6 to 8. 5. When the meat is cooked through, shred the pork with 2 forks. 6. Place the ghee in a large skillet over medium to medium-high heat. Let it get hot, then add in the shredded pork and fry the meat on one side for 5 to 10 minutes or until the meat is crispy and golden brown on that one side. Remove from heat. Let sit for 5 minutes before serving. 7. Squeeze lime juice on top and serve as desired. Carne asada. For a traditional Mexican feast, try this succulent and subtly spicy carne asada recipe. Carne asada, in English roasted meat, is made using grilled beef marinated in lime juice, garlic, cilantro, and spices. It is often served with tortillas and pico de gallo or another salsa. Try pairing with the homemade tortilla recipe. Yield 3 pounds carne asada. Servings 6. Serving size 8-ounce carne asada. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 15 minutes. Ingredients: 2 to 3 pounds flank or skirt steak, 1 inch thick, 1/3 cup white vinegar, 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil or preferred oil, juice of 2 limes, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika. Directions: 1. Prepare the marinade by combining the white vinegar, olive oil, lime juice, garlic, and all of the spices together in a mixing bowl. Blend well. 2. Rinse the steak with cool water, then pat dry using paper towels. Place the steak in a bowl and pour the marinade over the steak and then turn the steak over to coat well. Place in the refrigerator for the steak to marinate for at least 1 hour, but up to 24 hours. 3. Once the steak has finished marinating, you can place the steak on the grill or broil it in the oven. For this recipe, we will go over the steps to broil it in the oven. To do so, set the oven to broil and set one of the oven racks in the top position. Place the steak directly on the rack and broil for 6 minutes. Then flip and broil for another 5 minutes for medium doneness. Cook longer for well-done meat. Remove from heat and let sit for 10 minutes, then slice the steak into strips going against the grain of the steak. Serve with tortillas, salsa, lime, etc. and enjoy. Chili relleno en nogada. Stuffed chili in walnut sauce. For an authentic Mexican dinner, try chili relleno en nogada, which roughly translated means stuffed chili in walnut sauce. This is a classic traditional Mexican dish that is usually prepared by stuffing a large roasted poblano pepper with a spicy meat mixture referred to as picadillo, which typically consists of pork or beef, fruits, nuts, and vegetables. This dish is then smothered in a creamy walnut sauce and then garnished with pomegranates and parsley. This is a satisfying, fulfilling dish that is just as appealing in presentation as it is in taste. Yield 6 stuffed poblano chilies. Servings 6. Serving size 1 stuffed poblano chili with sauce. Total time prep to finish 2 hours, 20 minutes. Walnuts must be soaked in almond milk overnight. Ingredients. For the picadillo filling, Part 1. 1 pound pork shoulder, 2 cloves garlic peeled but left whole, 1/4 large white onion sliced, pinch sea salt or to taste, water. For the picadillo filling, Part 2. 1/4 cup lard served from the pork shoulder, 4 plum tomatoes peeled, cored, diced, 1/4 large white onion diced, 1/4 large white onion diced, 2 cloves garlic minced, 2 tablespoons raisins, 1/2 cup blanched almonds, 1 cup pears peeled, cored, and diced, 3 whole cloves, 1-inch cinnamon stick, 4 black peppercorns. Sea salt to taste. For the rellenos, poblano chilies, 6 poblano chilies roasted, seeded, peeled, 1 pomegranate seeded. For the nogada, walnut sauce, 4 ounces of walnuts shelled and skinned, 1/2 to 1/4 cup almond milk, 1/2 cup tapioca flour, 4 ounce queso fresco, 3/4 cup Mexican crema, pinch of cinnamon or to taste, sea salt or to taste. Directions. 1. Prepare the walnut sauce. Peel the skins off the walnuts by rubbing them vigorously in your hands. Place the walnuts in a small bowl and cover with 1/2 to 3/4 cup of the almond milk. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place in the fridge to soak overnight. When ready, pour the milk and walnuts into a blender and process until smooth. Add in the Mexican crema and then the queso fresco, followed by the sea salt and cinnamon. Turn and begin processing on low while gradually increasing the speed to the highest setting. Make sure that the blender lid is secure, and then blend the sauce on the highest speed setting for 8 minutes. When ready, set aside until ready to use and keep warm. 2. Prepare the picadillo. Part 1. In a large pot over high heat, combine the pork, whole cloves of garlic, and sliced onion. Pour just enough of the water into the pot to submerge the contents. Bring contents to a boil, then reduce heat to medium and bring to a slow simmer. Let contents simmer for 40 minutes, watching closely so that the pork does not become overcooked. After 40 minutes, remove the pot from the heat and let the meat cool in the pot. 3. While the pork is cooling, Place the cloves, cinnamon stick, and black peppercorns in a spice mill and process. 4. When the meat has cooled, take the pork out of the pot and place in a separate dish. Transfer the liquid in the pot to a pitcher and place in the refrigerator so that the lard will coagulate. Chop the pork into small pieces. 5. Picadillo, Part 2. Remove the lard from the pitcher in the refrigerator and pour it into a large pot over medium heat. Add in the diced onions and minced garlic. Cook, stirring frequently for 6 to 8 minutes or until tender and translucent. Add in the chopped pork and cook, stirring frequently for 8 to 10 minutes, or until the pork begins to brown. 6. Next, add in the tomatoes, stir. Add in the almonds, raisins, seasonings, and pears, stir to combine. Cook, stirring frequently over medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes, or until the tomatoes have broken down and the filling is dry. Remove from heat, set aside, keep warm. 7. Prepare the rellenos. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 8. First, cut a 1.5 to 2-inch slit along the side edge of each poblano chili. Stuff each of the chilies with picadillo filling. Gently press on the poblano to ensure that the filling is evenly distributed within the chili. Close the slit. 9. Place the stuffed chilies on a baking pan, slit side down. Cover the pan loosely with aluminum foil. Place in oven and bake for 30 minutes to heat through. 10. When done, remove chilies from oven and place each on a serving plate. Pour the hot walnut sauce over the top of each chili. Finally, sprinkle each dish with pomegranate seeds and chopped parsley to garnish. Serve and enjoy. Mexican side dishes, garnishes, sauces. Mexican rice. A newer, healthier twist on traditional Mexican rice. But don't shy away. It may be healthier, but the taste, texture, and satisfactory results are all the same, just better. Yield: 4 cups rice. Servings: 4. Serving size: 1 cup. Total time prep to finish 55 minutes. Ingredients: 3 cups cauliflower riced with a cheese grater, 2 cups chicken stock, half can stewed tomatoes, Mexican seasoning, half cup onion diced, 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons garlic minced, 2 tablespoons cumin, 2 teaspoons chili powder, 1 teaspoon garlic salt. Directions: 1. Rinse, pat dry, and then grate the cauliflower into rice, set aside. 2. Place a large sauté pan over medium-high heat, add olive oil, and let it get hot. Then add in the onion and minced garlic. Sauté for 5 minutes. 3. Add the riced cauliflower, cumin, chili powder, and garlic salt. Let cook 5 to 8 minutes, stirring very frequently. 4. Add in the chicken stock and tomatoes. Using a rubber spatula, break up the tomatoes, then reduce heat to low, cover, and let simmer 30 to 35 minutes, or until all the liquid has been absorbed. Then serve and enjoy. Platanos fritos, fried plantains. Here is a side dish that is very popular south of the border. These sweet fried plantains are so simple to make. 2 ingredients, that's it. This sweet fried side dish accompanies practically any meat, although it is fabulous with pork and seafood dishes. This is also a dish to experiment with. Make it your own special recipe. Try sprinkling on a pinch of cinnamon or another seasoning. Yield: 4 cups fried plantains. Servings: 4. Serving size 1 cup. Total time, prep to finish, 40 minutes. Ingredients: 4 ripe plantains, 8 tablespoons coconut oil for frying. Directions: 1. Place 8 tablespoons of coconut oil in a large pan over low heat. Let the oil melt. 2. Carefully remove the peels from the plantains without damaging the plantains. 3. Cut each plantain lengthwise into 3 sections, then thinly slice each section to form long, thin strips. 4. Place the strips in the pan and fry gently for 10 minutes, then flip each strip to fry the opposite sides. Keep cooking and flipping every 10 minutes until the plantains are soft and golden, for a total cooking time of 30 to 40 minutes. 5. Remove from heat, let sit 5 minutes, and then serve. Nopales, grilled cactus paddles. Nopales are from the paddles of the Alpuntina, prickly pear cactus, commonly found in Mexico. They are commonly used as a vegetable in Mexican dishes. They are often said to taste similar to green beans. They are perfect when paired with grilled meat dishes and are just as delicious as a snack on their own. You can also slice and dice them to add to soups or salads. Yield: 8 nopales. Servings 4. Serving size 2 grilled paddles. Total time prep to finish 40 minutes. Ingredients: 8 nopales, cactus paddles, 1 to 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt or to taste, 1/4 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper or to taste. Directions: 1. To begin, using a sharp knife, hold the cactus paddle by its stem and carefully scrape off the thorns. Repeat with remaining paddles. Then, hold each paddle on the opposite side of the stem and scrape down the stem until you reach the soft part of the paddle. In the end, you will have 8 almost pear-shaped cactus paddles. Rinse the paddles and pat dry using paper towels. 2. Brush both sides of each paddle with olive oil, then sprinkle each with sea salt and black pepper. 3. Grill the nopales on direct medium heat for about 2 minutes or until slightly charred. Then flip each paddle and grill 2 more minutes, or until the paddles are dark green and soft. Remove from grill, let sit 5 minutes, then slice each paddle into strips and serve. Jalapenos in escabeche. Jalapenos in escabeche, pickled jalapenos, is a traditional Mexican side dish which is often used as a garnish for a variety of Mexican dishes. They can also be chopped and added to soups and stews for an extra spice. This recipe may be quick to toss together, but it does take time to marinate. However, jalapenos in escabeche is absolutely worth the wait. Yield: about 4 cups. Servings 16. Serving size 1/4 cup if served as a garnish. Total time prep to finish 10 minutes, but must sit for 2 to 3 days in jar. Ingredients: 1 pound carrots, peeled, thinly sliced on the bias. 10 jalapeno peppers sliced. Half medium white onion sliced into half rounds and separated. 4 cloves garlic minced. 1 tablespoon sea salt. 1 tablespoon whole peppercorns. 1½ teaspoon dried oregano. Filtered water. Directions: 1. Prepare all vegetables as directed. 2. In a large mixing bowl, combine the sliced carrots, sliced jalapenos, sliced onions, minced garlic, sea salt, peppercorns, and dried oregano. Toss to mix well. Let sit for 5 minutes. 3. Next, tightly pack the vegetables into a clean quart-size, wide-mouth glass jar. Add in the water just until the jar is filled to 1 inch below the rim. 4. Place the lid on the jar, but do not secure too tightly. Store the jar at room temperature out of direct sunlight for 2 to 3 days or until the liquid in the jar begins bubbling. Transfer jar to the refrigerator and serve when ready. Pineapple avocado salsa. This is a fabulous garnish to spoon on any grilled meat, chicken, pork, fish, beef, you name it. If it's grilled, then spoon some of this delicious, fresh, flavorful pineapple and avocado-based salsa over the top. This also is a great salsa to serve with grilled vegetables. Yield about 2 cups. Servings 4. Serving size ½ cup if served as a garnish. Total time prep to finish 5 minutes. Ingredients: half pineapple peeled, cored, and diced. 2 tablespoons red onion chopped fine. 1 avocado peeled, pit removed, and diced. 1 jalapeno with or without seeds depending on desired level of hotness, chopped fine. Half bunch fresh cilantro chopped fine. Juice from half a lime. Sea salt to taste. Fresh ground black pepper to taste. Directions: 1. To prepare, combine the pineapple, red onion, avocado, jalapenos, and cilantro in a medium-sized mixing bowl. Stir gently to mix. Drizzle the lime juice over the surface of the salsa contents, and then toss gently to coat. Season to taste with sea salt and pepper. Store in refrigerator until ready to serve. Roasted poblano and peach salsa. This salsa is the perfect garnish to spoon over or alongside any type or cut of grilled meat or seafood. As far as flavor is concerned, it has it all. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's salty, it's perfect. This salsa makes an ordinary grilled meat dish extraordinary from first bite to last. Yield about 2 cups. Servings 8. Serving size 1/4 cup. Total time prep to finish 45 minutes. Ingredients: 2 small poblano chilies, roasted, then peeled, seeded, and diced. ½ cup red onion diced. 2 tablespoons fresh basil chopped fine. 2 medium peaches pitted and diced. 2 medium tomatoes diced. Juice of 1 lime. Pinch of sea salt or to taste. Pinch of fresh ground black pepper or to taste. Pinch of crushed red pepper flakes or to taste. Directions: 1. First, roast the poblano over medium heat for about 1 minute or until the pepper is lightly roasted, turning frequently to prevent burning. Remove the chili from the heat and let it sit for 5 minutes or until cool enough to handle. Then, peel the chili, scoop out the seeds, and dice. 2. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the roasted poblano, red pepper, basil, peach, tomato, and lime juice. Season to taste with the sea salt, black pepper, and red pepper flakes. 3. Cover bowl, place in refrigerator, and let chill for 30 minutes for flavors to blend before serving. Mexican mole sauce. Mexican mole sauce, pronounced mole, is considered to be the curry of Mexico, as it is used in a large variety of traditional Mexican dishes. Authentic Mexican mole sauces are often made using a variety of ingredients, even chocolate. It is a sauce that is used in many different ways, from simmering chicken to smothering enchiladas to drizzling over tacos and much more. Yield about 2 cups. Servings 8. Serving size 1/4 cup. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 25 minutes. Ingredients: 6 dried ancho chilies, 2 dried pasilla chilies, 2 dried mulatto chilies, 1/4 cup coconut oil, 2 garlic cloves peeled, 2 tablespoons pumpkin seeds, 1/4 cup sesame seeds, 1/3 cup whole blanched almonds, 3 tablespoons raisins or dried unsweetened blueberries, 3 whole cloves, 1/4 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, 3 tomatillos husked and roughly chopped, 3 cups chicken broth, 1/3 cup dark chocolate chopped fine. Look for brands with 70 to 80% cocoa. Directions. 1. Begin by pulling the stems out of each chili. Discard the stems. 2. Using a pair of kitchen shears, open each chili so that you can scrape out the inner seeds. Set aside 1 tablespoon of the seeds. However, if you want your mole sauce to be spicier, set aside 2 tablespoons of the seeds. If you prefer the sauce to be as least spicy as possible, discard all the seeds. Once you have set aside your desired amount of seeds, discard all remaining seeds. 3. Place a large, heavy-bottomed skillet over medium heat. Heat 1/4 cup of oil. Toss in the chilies and quickly fry them for 30 to 40 seconds or until they unfurl a little and become slightly darker, turning them once or twice during frying to prevent them from burning. Transfer the fried chilies to a paper towel in order to drain any excess oil. Place the chilies in a bowl and cover them with approximately 6 cups of hot water, set aside for 30 minutes. 4. Meanwhile, place the reserved tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of chili seeds and the garlic cloves to the heated skillet. If you are not using any chili seeds, then just add the cloves of garlic. Sauté the contents over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes or until the seeds are browned. Set aside in a bowl. 5. Now, place the pumpkin seeds in the skillet and cook over medium heat for about 1 minute or until they pop and begin to brown. Transfer the pumpkin seeds to the bowl with the chili seeds and garlic. 6. Next, add the chili seeds to the skillet and cook over medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes or until golden. Then transfer to the chili seed mixture. 7. Add the almonds to the skillet, cooking over medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes or until golden. Transfer to the chili seed mixture. 8. Add the raisins or dried blueberries to the skillet, cooking over medium heat for about 1 minute or until they puff up. Then transfer to the chili seed mixture. Set the bowl aside. 9. Next, remove the chilies from the soaking water, reserving 3/4 cup of the water. Transfer the chilies to a blender with the reserved soaking water. Blend into a smooth puree, stopping and scraping down the sides as needed. 10. Heat the remaining 1/4 cup of oil in a deep pot over medium heat. Add in the chili puree and simmer for 15 minutes, stirring frequently so that the puree does not stick to the bottom of the pot. Reduce heat to medium-low if the paste begins to burn. 11. While the chili puree is simmering, pour the bowl of seeds, garlic, and almonds into the blender and add in the cloves, black pepper, cinnamon, and tomatillos, plus 1 cup of the chicken broth. Puree until smooth, stopping and scraping down the sides of the blender as needed. 12. After the chili puree has simmered for 15 minutes, add the puree of seeds, nuts, and tomatillos and simmer another 15 minutes, stirring frequently. 13. Finally, add in the chocolate and the remaining chicken broth and simmer for at least 20 to 25 minutes. When finished, add salt as needed to taste. Then serve and enjoy. Store leftover mole sauce in the refrigerator. Enchilada sauce. This authentic-tasting enchilada sauce is easy and quick to make and tastes amazing on almost any type of Mexican cuisine. Enchilada sauce adds a rich, subtly spicy flavor to a variety of Mexican dishes. Try this creamy sauce on, in, and on the side of Mexican dishes from A to Z. Yield about 4 cups. Servings 16 serving size, quarter cup. Total time prep to finish 55 minutes. Ingredients: 30 ounces tomato sauce, 2 cups chicken, beef, or vegetable stock, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 2 teaspoons taco seasoning blend, 2½ teaspoons cumin, 1½ teaspoons finely minced garlic, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon ground coriander, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 2 teaspoons vinegar. Directions: 1. To begin, place a large pot over medium heat and add in tomato sauce, chicken, beef, vegetable stock, tomato paste, taco seasoning, cumin, minced garlic, onion powder, cocoa powder, ground coriander, and black pepper. Stir to blend. 2. Bring contents to a gentle simmer, then reduce heat to low and simmer for 30 minutes. 3. Stir in the vinegar and continue cooking, stirring frequently, for another 15 minutes. When finished, remove sauce from heat and serve or store. 4. Note: the sauce freezes incredibly well, so make a large batch and freeze some to have ready to go when needed. Mexican snacks, desserts. Coconut lime tres leches cake. Here is the perfect way to celebrate any celebration and a fantastic finish to a tasty Mexican meal. This moist cake is prepared with tangy lime juice and zest, a sweet coconut glaze, and a creamy coconut whipped topping, finished off with flaky coconut. Need we say more? Yield: 1 cake. Servings 8 to 10. Serving size: 1 slice of cake. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 55 minutes. Ingredients: for the cake: 6 eggs, 1 cup coconut water, ½ cup raw honey or coconut palm sugar, 2 tablespoons extra virgin coconut oil divided, juiced and zest of 1 lime, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 3/4 cup coconut flour, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, ½ teaspoon baking powder, ½ teaspoon sea salt, 1/4 cup unsweetened coconut flakes, toasted. For the coconut milk glaze: ½ cup coconut water, 1 teaspoon raw honey or coconut palm sugar. For the coconut milk glaze: 2 cans full-fat coconut milk, for 1 cup coconut cream, 2 tablespoons extra virgin coconut oil, 1 teaspoon raw honey or coconut palm sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Directions: 1. Open the 2 cans of coconut milk and use a large spoon to carefully scoop out only the coconut cream, leaving the liquid part in the cans. Place the cream in a small mixing bowl. Place the bowl in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and set the cans of liquid aside for later use. 2. Prepare the cake. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Grease an 8-inch spring-form pan with 1 tablespoon coconut oil. In a large mixing bowl, combine the eggs, 1 cup coconut water from reserved cans of coconut milk, honey or coconut palm sugar, 1 tablespoon coconut oil, lime juice, zest, and the vanilla extract. Using an electric hand mixer, beat on low just to combine. Then increase to medium speed and mix for about 2 minutes or until light and fluffy. Next, sift in the coconut flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt, Mix on low speed for 30 seconds or until just barely combined. Pour the batter into the prepared springform pan and place in preheated oven. Bake for 35 to 40 minutes or until the cake is set in the middle, but is springy when touched. Place the cake on a cooling rack to cool completely. 3. Prepare the coconut milk glaze. In a small bowl, combine half cup of coconut water, reserved from coconut milk cans, and 1 teaspoon of raw honey or coconut palm sugar. Mix well until blended, set aside. 4. Prepare the coconut whipped topping. Take the coconut cream from the refrigerator and beat with an electric hand mixer for 2 minutes or until light and fluffy. Add in 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 1 teaspoon honey or coconut palm sugar, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract and heat for 2 more minutes. Return to refrigerator. 5. Assemble the cake. When the cake is completely cooled, pour the coconut milk glaze into the top of the cake. Use a rubber spatula to help spread it if desired, or just allow the glaze to naturally drip down the sides. Let sit for 30 minutes to set. Then remove cake from springform pan just before serving. Top the cake with the chilled coconut whipped topping and sprinkle the toasted coconut over the surface of the cake. Serve and enjoy. Mexican horchata jello. Here is a fantastic after-dinner dessert that the kids will absolutely do somersaults over. Jello, Mexican style. These fun, individually sized desserts are made using almond milk, sweet honey, vanilla, cinnamon, and other spices which all work together to make this a dessert to remember. Yield 4 5-ounce ramekins. Servings 4. Serving size 1 5-ounce ramekin. Total time prep to finish 45 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cups unsweetened almond milk, 1/4 cup raw honey, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, ½ tablespoon ground cinnamon plus more for sprinkling on top when set, pinch of ground nutmeg, pinch of ground cloves, 3 gelatin leaves or 1 tablespoon powdered gelatin. Directions: 1. To begin, combine the almond milk, honey, vanilla extract, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves into a medium-sized saucepan over medium heat. Stir to combine, then let it sit until the mixture begins to boil. Then reduce the heat to low and bring to a low simmer. 2. Meanwhile, place the gelatin leaves in a small bowl of cold water and let sit for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, remove gelatin leaves from the cold water and squeeze any excess liquid from the leaves. Place the leaves in the saucepan and stir to mix well. Let contents sit for 2 minutes, then remove the mixture from the heat and divide the mixture evenly among the 4 5-ounce ramekins. 3. Place the ramekins in the refrigerator until set. Then remove from refrigerator, sprinkle the tops with a little cinnamon, then serve and enjoy. Churros. Who doesn't love a hot, crispy, soft cinnamon sugar-rolled churros? Kids and adults alike run at the smell of sweet churros lingering in the air at carnivals, fairs, and other events. Here is a recipe that is so wholesome and easy to make that you can now enjoy churros at home anytime. Yield about 20 churros. Servings 10. Serving size 2 churros. Total time prep to finish 60 minutes. Ingredients for the churros: 1 cup water, 1/3 cup grass-fed butter, 3 tablespoons coconut palm sugar, ½ teaspoon pink Himalayan salt, 1 cup sifted almond flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1 organic cage-free egg, ½ teaspoon vanilla, coconut oil for deep frying. For the cinnamon sugar coating, ½ cup coconut palm sugar, ½ teaspoon cinnamon. Directions: 1. Prepare the churros. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the sifted almond flour, tapioca flour, baking soda, and cream of tartar. Mix together until combined. 2. In a medium saucepan, combine the water, butter, coconut, palm sugar, and pink Himalayan salt. Bring contents to a boil over medium heat. 3. Stir the flour mixture all at once in the saucepan, stirring vigorously with a wooden spoon. Cook and stir until the mixture forms a ball and puffs away from the sides of the pan. Remove from heat and set aside to cool for 10 minutes. Add in the egg and vanilla, beating well with a wooden spoon. 4. Transfer the churro mixture to a pastry bag fitted with a large star tip, and then place the churro dough in the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes. 5. After 30 minutes, heat 3 inches of coconut oil in a deep saucepan to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Be careful not to get the oil fat too hot, or you will burn your churros. To fry them, pipe a 4 to 6 inch leg directly into the hot oil fat and let it cool for about 2 minutes or until golden brown on both sides, turning once. Drain on paper towels. Keep warm in a 300-degree Fahrenheit oven while cooking remaining churros. 6. Prepare cinnamon sugar coating. In a medium bowl, combine the coconut, palm sugar, and cinnamon. Roll warm churros in the cinnamon sugar mixture to coat. Serve warm. Mexican wedding cookies. Mexican wedding cookies have been a tradition south of the border for many years. They got the name because they are served as favors of most Mexican weddings. These sweet, pecan-filled, powdered sugar-coated butter cookies have been long adored by generations of Mexican families. Whenever, wherever these delicate treats are served, a celebration is being had. Yield: 18 cookies. Servings: 9. Serving size: 2 cookies. Total time prep to finish: 40 minutes. Ingredients: 1½ cup blanched almond flour, 1/8 teaspoon Celtic sea salt, 1/8 teaspoon baking soda, 2 tablespoons palm shortening, 2 tablespoons honey, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, ½ cup pecans toasted and chopped, ½ to 1 cup powdered coconut sugar. Directions: 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. 2. In a food processor, combine the almond flour, sea salt, and baking soda. Pulse until well incorporated. 3. Add in the palm shortening, honey, and vanilla extract and pulse until just blended. 4. Transfer to a mixing bowl and then stir in pecans by hand until well blended. 5. Scoop tablespoonfuls of the dough onto the prepared baking sheet. Use your hands to roll the dough into balls, pressing firmly so that the dough holds itself together. Make 18 balls of dough. 6. Place in preheated oven and bake for 7 to 10 minutes or until golden. Remove from oven and allow the cookies to cool for 20 minutes. 7. Place the powdered coconut sugar into a shallow bowl, and once cookies are still warm but cool enough to handle, roll them into the sugar until well coated, using more sugar if need be. Then serve and enjoy. Flan with dulce de leche drizzle. This traditional Mexican dessert is typically made using heavy cream, eggs, and sugar. It is seen at birthday parties, family gatherings, holidays, after-dinner desserts, really anywhere there is an excuse to serve them. It will be present. Here is a more nutritious yet equally delicious twist on a classic loved recipe. Yield: 4 5-ounce ramekins of flan. Servings: 4. Serving size: 1 5-ounce ramekin. Total time prep to finish: 60 minutes. Ingredients for the flan: 3/4 cup raw cashews soaked in filtered water for 3 hours, drained. 1 cup unsweetened coconut milk, room temperature. 1/3 cup coconut palm sugar. 2 teaspoons raw yacon syrup or honey optional. 1/4 cup coconut oil. 2 teaspoons fresh squeezed lemon juice. 1/4 teaspoon unprocessed salt. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Zest of half an orange. 1 tablespoon agar flakes. 3/4 cup unsweetened coconut milk to cook agar. For the dulce de leche drizzle: 1 tablespoon warm filtered water. 3 to 4 tablespoons raw yacon syrup or honey. 3 tablespoons thick unsweetened coconut milk. 3/4 teaspoons maple flavoring optional. 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract. 1/8 teaspoon unprocessed salt or to taste. 1 tablespoon coconut oil melted. Directions: 1. Prepare the flan. First, decide whether you want to serve the flan inside the ramequins or turned out onto a plate. If you want the flan to be turned out onto a dessert plate, then lay out for small dessert serving plates. Cut 4 small circles out of parchment paper to line the inside of the 4 ramequins. Make sure that the paper circles fit exactly and that they adhere to the bottom of each ramequin correctly. If you are going to serve the flan inside of the ramequins, then you will not need the parchment circles. 2. In a food processor or blender, combine the coconut milk, prepared cashews, coconut palm sugar, honey, coconut oil, lemon juice, salt, vanilla extract, and orange zest. Prepare until very smooth. 3. Place a shallow non-stick pan over medium heat. Pour in the 3/4 cup of coconut milk, then stir in the agar flakes. Cook the mixture, stirring gently 2 to 3 minutes or until it is gummy and begins bubbling and the agar flakes begin to dissolve. Immediately pour the sugar agar coconut milk mixture into the food processor or blender with the remaining contents and process until the mixture is smooth and all the lumps have disappeared. Sweeten to taste with additional coconut palm sugar, honey if necessary. 4. Divide the flan mixture evenly among the 4 ramequins. Place in refrigerator to chill for 1 hour to set and thicken. 5. Prepare the dulce de leche drizzle. Place the coconut palm sugar into a small serving pitcher. Add 1 tablespoon warm water over the sugar and stir until crystals dissolve. Add in the coconut milk, raw yacon syrup or honey, maple flavoring if using, vanilla extract, and salt. Whisk contents until very creamy and smooth. Then stir in melted coconut oil and whisk again until smooth. 6. Remove the ramequins from the refrigerator. If you are turning them out into dessert serving plates, do so by taking a thin knife and carefully release the flan from the sides of the ramequins. Center the plate face down on top of the ramequin. Flip both of them over, careful to not let the plate slip, so that the flan drops out of the ramequin onto the center of the dessert plate. 7. Drizzle the dulce de leche sauce over the flan in a zigzag pattern. This works great in a small plastic squeeze-tipped bottle. If serving the flan in ramequins, just pour a layer of the sauce over the surface of the flan, then serve and enjoy. Pan de muerto, Day of the Dead bread. Pan de muerto, or bread of the dead, is served seasonally in bakeries all over Mexico. In Mexico, this bread is made during the annual Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, celebration to honor those who have passed. This bread is typically made using an egg-enriched wheat flour, sweet dough, and the top of the bread is traditionally decorated with rolled, crossed pieces of dough resembling bones. The top is then covered in a sugar glaze, often with a hint of orange flavor. This bread is a special tradition in Mexico, made only during Dia de los Muertos in honor of the day and of those dearly departed. Yield: 1 large round loaf of bread. Servings 4 to 6. Serving size 1 piece of bread. Total time prep to finish 3 hours 15 minutes. Ingredients for the pan de muerto: 1/4 cup grass-fed butter or coconut oil, 1/4 cup coconut milk, 1/4 cup warm water, 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 degrees Celsius, 3 cups coconut flour, 1/4 cup arrowroot powder plus some for dusting surface for dough, 1 1/4 teaspoon active dry yeast, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons anise seed, 1/4 cup coconut palm sugar, 2 large eggs beaten, 2 teaspoons orange zest. For the sugar glaze: 1/4 cup coconut palm sugar, 1/4 cup fresh squeezed orange juice, no pulp, 1 tablespoon orange zest, 2 tablespoons coconut palm sugar to garnish. Directions: 1. In a medium saucepan over medium heat, combine the coconut milk and grass-fed butter or coconut oil and cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until the butter oil melts. Remove the pan from the heat and stir in warm water. The mixture should be about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Add the coconut flour to a food processor and pulse for 60 seconds to make the flour as fine as possible. Stir the flour, then spin for 60 more seconds. Pour 1 cup of the coconut flour into a large mixing bowl. Set the rest of the flour in a separate bowl. Then, add in the arrowroot powder, yeast, salt, anise seed, and 1/4 of the coconut palm sugar. But first, place all of the coconut palm sugar for the entire recipe into the food processor and pulse for 60 seconds. Stir and pulse again just as you did for the coconut flour. Then, divide it into needed measurements. Stir to blend contents, then beat in warm coconut milk mixture, then beat in the eggs and the 2 teaspoons of orange zest. Beat until well combined. 3. Stir in another cup of coconut flour and continue adding more flour as needed until the dough is soft. Turn the dough out onto a countertop lightly floured with arrowroot powder and surface. Turn the dough out onto a countertop lightly floured with arrowroot powder and surface and knead the dough until it is smooth and elastic. Place the dough into a bowl, lightly greased with coconut oil, and cover with plastic wrap. Let rinse in a warm place for about 1 to 2 hours or until doubled in size. 4. Remove the dough from the bowl. Punch the dough down and shape it into a large round loaf with a round knob on top. Place dough onto a baking sheet, loosely cover with plastic wrap, and let rise, again in a warm place, for approximately 1 hour or until just about doubled in size. 5. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and then place the dough in the oven and bake for about 35 to 45 minutes or until golden brown. Remove from oven and let cool for 10 minutes. 6. While the bread is cooling, prepare the sugar glaze. Place a small saucepan over medium heat and combine the 1/4 cup coconut palm sugar, fresh orange juice, and orange zest. Stirring constantly, bring contents to a boil and let boil. Again, stirring constantly for 2 minutes or until the glaze begins to thicken slightly. Remove from heat and immediately brush the sugar glaze over the top of the warm bread. Sprinkle glazed bread with coconut palm sugar. Salted Mexican chocolate ganache tarts. For a sweet, palatable treat, Bake up some of these individually sized smooth chocolate ganache tarts, which are lightly seasoned with cinnamon and cayenne pepper, then sprinkled with sea salt. Try doubling or tripling the batch and freeze some tarts so that you can enjoy these delicious tarts anytime. Yield 12 tarts. Servings 12. Serving size 1 tart. Total time prep to finish 1 hour 15 minutes. Ingredients for the tart shells: 6-count almond flour, 3 tablespoons coconut flour, 6 tablespoons coconut oil melted, coconut oil not melted for greasing, 3 eggs, 6 teaspoons honey, pinch of salt. For the chocolate ganache: 3 cups coconut milk, 9 tablespoons coconut oil softened, 24-ounce dark chocolate chopped 70% or higher, 6 cinnamon sticks, 3 dried guajillo chili, 3/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper optional, 3/4 teaspoon cinnamon, flaky or coarse sea salt for sprinkling surface of tarts. Directions: 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Grease 12 4-inch tart pans with coconut oil that has been softened slightly but not melted. 2. Prepare the tart shells. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the almond flour, coconut flour, and salt. Stir to combine. 3. In a small bowl, whisk together egg, honey, and melted coconut oil. Then, pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Stir until thoroughly incorporated and no clumps remain. 4. Divide and press the dough among the 12 tart shells and place in the preheated oven. Bake for 10 minutes or until the edges are lightly golden brown. Remove from the oven and allow to cool slightly at room temperature. 5. Prepare the chocolate ganache. Begin by snipping the stem off the guajillo chili. Shake out as many seeds as possible. 6. Chop the chocolate finely and place the chocolate pieces into a medium-sized mixing bowl with the coconut oil. 7. Place a small saucepan over medium heat. Heat coconut milk. Stir until hot and steaming. Then add in the guajillo chili, cinnamon sticks, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. Turn off the heat cover and let steep for 10 minutes. Then, with kitchen shears, snip the cinnamon sticks and guajillo chili into pieces. Stir and reheat until hot again. Then turn off the heat cover and let steep for 20 more minutes. 8. Remove the lid and reheat the coconut milk mixture once more until hot and steaming. Then pour the hot coconut milk through a mesh strainer over the chocolate while pressing the cinnamon and chili against the strainer. Let the hot coconut milk and chocolate sit for 1 minute, then gently whisk until completely smooth. 9. Pour the chocolate ganache into the cooled tart shells. Smooth the ganache surface with a spatula, sprinkle with sea salt, and place in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes to harden. If you are not serving them the same day, then salt them when serving. Otherwise, the salt will dissolve into the ganache over time. Tomatillo avocado salsa verde. This green salsa is very popular south of the border. Chunky tomatillos, red onion, serrano pepper, fresh cilantro, lime, and juicy avocado make up this creamy textured version. And it is a delicious version of salsa verde indeed. Yield 1 9-inch double-layer cake. Servings 12 to 15. Serving size 1 slice of cake. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients: 1 pound tomatillos, stems removed, husked. 3-ounce red onion cut into large pieces, 4 large cloves garlic, 1 to 3 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 serrano pepper minced, 1 tablespoon fresh cilantro chopped, 1½ teaspoon sea salt, 1 teaspoon lime juice, 3/4 teaspoon cumin, ½ cup chicken stock, 1 medium avocado peeled, pitted. Directions. 1. To begin, first, line a rimmed baking sheet with aluminum foil. 2. Rinse the tomatillos and slice each in half. Place tomatillos cut side down on the foil. Place the cut onion and cloves of garlic on the foil as well. Drizzle the pieces with olive oil and broil on high 5 to 7 minutes, or until the tomatillos are slightly charred and beginning to blister. 3. Transfer the tomatillos, onion garlic, serrano pepper, cilantro, sea salt, lime juice, and cumin to a blender or food processor. Pulse until pureed. 4. Add in the chicken stock and avocado pulp and give a few quick pulses to mix in. 5. Refrigerate the salsa for at least 1 hour before serving. Triple citrus ceviche. Ceviche is a seafood dish often served on the sandy beaches of Mexico. It is chilled to perfection and often served in individual appetizer-sized glasses. The idea is to slow cook raw fish in citrus juices, which makes the fish taste amazing when ready. Many different types of fish are used, including shellfish, such as shrimp. Your guests will love these bite-sized chilled seafood appetizers. Yield 12 3-ounce servings of ceviche. Servings 12. Serving size 1 3-ounce serving of ceviche. Total time prep to finish 2 hours 10 minutes. Ingredients: 1 1/4 cup fresh squeezed lemon juice, 3/4 cup fresh squeezed lime juice, 3/4 cup fresh squeezed orange juice, 3 teaspoons fresh ginger grated, 6 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 3 pounds fresh sea bass skinless cut into 1/4-inch slices, 3/4 cup fresh cilantro chopped, 3 small white onion thinly sliced, 6 avocados, peel, pit removed, pulp cut into chunks, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt or to taste, 1/4 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper or to taste. Directions: 1. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the lemon, lime, and orange juices and the olive oil. 2. Slice the sea bass as directed, then add sea bass to the bowl of juices and toss to coat well. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place in the refrigerator to marinate and cook the fish for about 2 hours or until the flesh of the fish is opaque. 3. Next, add in the cilantro, onion, and avocado. Stir gently to mix, then season to taste with sea salt and black pepper. 4. Divide the ceviche among 12 3-ounce shot glasses or other miniature serving dishes. Keep chilled right until ready to serve. Homemade tortilla chips. These fresh from the oven tortilla chips are so easy to make, taste so good, and are literally good for anything from salsa to guacamole to 7-layer Mexican dip and everything in between. Yield 8 cups tortilla chips. Servings 4. Serving size 2 cups tortilla chips. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients: 1/2 cup blanched almond flour, 1/2 cup plus more is needed, arrowroot powder. Half teaspoon plus more as needed sea salt. 3 to 4 tablespoons filtered water. Expeller pressed coconut oil or palm shortening oil, whichever preferred. Directions. 1. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the almond flour, arrowroot powder, sea salt, mix well. 2. Add the filtered water, 1 tablespoon at a time until the dough holds together. 3. Using the additional arrowroot powder as needed, divide your dough into 4 equal portions and roll into balls. 4. Prepare your tortilla press by lining it with a plastic shopping bag and dusting with arrowroot powder. After pressing each tortilla, cook them for about 1 to 2 minutes per side in a dry cast iron skillet that's been preheated over medium heat. The tortilla chips may stick, but as they cook it will loosen and get light brown spots. 5. Enjoy the tortillas immediately or store in an airtight container. Tomapeño salsa with plantain chips. Are you ready for some tangy, spicy, and flavor-packed salsa that will turn even the biggest food critic into your #1 fan? Well, this salsa recipe will do just that. Served up with crunchy plantain chips for a snack experience unlike any other. Yield 4 cups of salsa, 40 plantain chips. Servings: 4. Serving size 1 cup salsa and 10 plantain chips. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients: for the tomapeño salsa, 5 to 6 Roma tomatoes, 3 to 4 jalapenos, juice of half a lime, 1/4 cup fresh cilantro optional, sea salt to taste. For the plantain chips, 4 green plantains, very ripe, 4 tablespoons coconut oil melted, sea salt to taste, 1 to 2 tablespoons crushed garlic according to taste preference, optional, juice from 1 to 2 limes according to taste preference, optional. Directions. 1. Prepare the plantain chips. Preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Layer 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. 2. Using a sharp kitchen knife, slice both ends off of each plantain. Next, take the knife and slice all the way down the full length of the plantain peels along each ridge. Then peel them off by gliding your fingers along and under the peel strip. Now, cut each plantain in half and using a mandolin, carefully slice the plantain halves into thin strips. Practice on a few strips until you get to a good thickness. You want them to be thin, but not too thin. Try to get the strips to be about 1/4 of an inch thick, but no less than 1/8 of an inch thick. 3. Place the plantain strips in a large mixing bowl. 4. Pour the melted coconut oil over the strips and gently toss and coat each slice evenly with the oil. Arrange the plantain strips on the prepared baking sheets in a single layer, and then sprinkle the sea salt and crushed garlic over the strips. Next, drizzle the lime juice evenly over the strips. Taste and add more sea salt, garlic, or lime juice as needed. Place in the oven and bake for 20 to 30 minutes, flipping halfway through. Watch them very closely during the final 5 to 10 minutes, as they will go from golden crispy to burnt very quickly. You want the golden brown and crispy. 4. Prepare the salsa. Preheat oven to 450 degrees. Line a baking sheet with aluminum foil. To begin, remove the husks from the tomatillos and then rinse them in cool running water. Arrange the tomatillos, tomatoes, and jalapenos in a single layer on the foil-lined baking sheet. Place in oven and roast the vegetables for 15 to 20 minutes or until the tomatillos soften and become olive green in color. Remove from oven and let cool. Next, remove the stems from the jalapenos and de-seed unless you want the salsa to be extra spicy. In that case, leave the seeds intact. Place the vegetables, lime juice, and fresh cilantro, if using, in a food processor. Process until well blended. Season to taste with sea salt, then serve with plantain chips. Store any leftover salsa in the refrigerator for up to 1 week and store the plantain chips in a sealed, airtight container for up to 2 weeks. Mexican 6-layer dip. Here is an amazing 6-layer Mexican-style dip that offers an unlimited explosion of flavors and textures. Pair this dip with the homemade tortilla chips or the plantain chip recipes for the perfect ensemble. Yield 1 9-inch 6-layer dip. Servings 10 to 12. Serving size 1 cup dip. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients. For layer number 1, salsa layer. 1 can organic diced tomatoes, 1 can organic tomato sauce, 1 bunch cilantro, 1 small sweet corn, juice of 1 lime, 1 garlic clove, half raw jalapeno with or without seeds, 1 to 2 teaspoons sea salt, half to 1 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper. For layer number 2, beef and bacon layer. 1 pound grass-fed ground beef, 4 slices bacon sliced thin, 1 tablespoon taco seasoning of choice, half cup beef broth. For layer number 3, mashed avocado lime layer, 8 ripe avocados, juice of 4 limes, sea salt to taste, fresh ground black pepper to taste. For layer number 4, bell pepper radish cilantro layer, 3 green bell peppers diced, 1 tablespoon naturally refined avocado oil, 4 radishes diced small, half bunch cilantro chopped, sea salt to taste, fresh ground black pepper to taste. For layer number 5, greens layer, 1 pound raw baby spinach leaves. For layer number 6, garnish layer, 1 can naturally cured green olives sliced, half cup jalapenos diced, half cup green onions diced. Directions. 1. Prepare layer number 1, salsa layer. Place the diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, cilantro, lime juice, garlic, jalapeno, sea salt, and black pepper in that order into a food processor. Blend on high for 30 seconds or until your desired consistency is reached. Taste and adjust seasonings as necessary. Set aside. 2. Prepare layer number 2, beef and bacon layer. Place a large sauté pan over medium heat and cook bacon until it is crispy and the fat has been rendered. Add the ground beef to the pan and use a spatula to break it into small pieces. Sauté over medium-high heat for about 10 minutes or until just slightly browned. Stir in the taco seasoning and broth. Bring contents to a simmer over medium heat for about 5 minutes or until all the liquid has evaporated. Remove from heat and let cool. 3. Prepare layer number 3, mashed avocado lime layer. First, remove all of the fleshy pulp from the avocado, then place the avocado pulp in a medium-sized mixing bowl along with the lime juice and a dash of sea salt and black pepper. Mash contents together using a potato masher or another kitchen tool. Add more salt and pepper if needed to taste. Set aside. 6. Prepare layer number 4, bell pepper, radish, cilantro layer. Preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Dice the bell peppers and place in a small mixing bowl. Add in the avocado oil, salt, and pepper. Place in a baking dish and bake for 30 to 40 minutes, or until the bell pepper is fork tender. Remove from the oven and let cool for 5 minutes. Add in the radishes, cilantro, and additional pinch of sea salt and pepper. Stir to combine. Set aside. 5. Prepare layer number 5, greens layer. Rinse spinach leaves under cool running water. Pat dry using paper towels. Set aside. 6. Prepare layer number 6, garnish layer. Prepare garnishings as directed. Set aside. 7. Assemble 6-layer dip. To assemble the dip using a 9-inch trifle dish, assemble the dip in this order. Place the salsa layer on the bottom of the dish, reserving the salsa left over. Next, place the beef and bacon layer over the layer of salsa. Place the mashed avocado lime layer over the beef and bacon layer. Now, if desired, place another layer of salsa. If not, then add the bell pepper, radish, cilantro layer. Next, add the greens layer over the surface of the bell pepper, radish, cilantro layer. Finally, add the garnish layer by adding the sliced olives, diced green onions, and diced jalapenos. If desired for presentation, add a dollop of salsa in the center of the top layer and top with sliced jalapenos. Serve with tortilla or plantain chips. Pico de gallo. This fresh, chunky, flavorful pico de gallo, also referred in Mexican culture as salsa fresca, recipe is made combining fresh tomatoes, onions, jalapeno, and poblano peppers, fresh cilantro, minced garlic, and seasonings which are then tossed in tangy lime juice. The options for this versatile Mexican condiment are endless. Serve it in tacos, spoon it over grilled chicken, serve it alongside fajitas, serve it as a dip with tortilla chips. When pico de gallo's involved, anything is possible. Yield 1/2 cup pico de gallo. Servings 5. Serving size 1/2 cup pico de gallo. Total time prep to finish 15 minutes. Ingredients: 2 cup Roma tomatoes, finely chopped. 1 cup white onion, finely chopped. 1 small jalapeno, finely chopped with or without seeds depending on preferred hotness. 1/4 cup poblano pepper, finely chopped. 1/4 cup fresh cilantro, chopped. 2 teaspoon garlic, minced. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper or more as needed to taste. 1/2 teaspoon sea salt or more as needed to taste. 4 tablespoons lime juice or more as needed to taste. Directions: 1. Prepare all ingredients as directed. 2. Combine all of the ingredients into the bowl in the order listed except for the lime juice. Stir gently to mix the contents. 3. Drizzle the lime juice over the contents, then toss to coat evenly, using more lime juice if necessary. Adjust the sea salt and black pepper as needed to taste. 4. You may serve immediately or place in the refrigerator for 60 minutes to let marinate. Enjoy. Guacamole. Guacamole is a nutritious and super delicious Mexican classic that is made using sweet, ripe avocados, lime, fresh cilantro, crunchy white onion, and more. perfect for pairing with tortilla chips or serving with tacos, fajitas, quesadillas, you name it. Guacamole makes an ideal fit. Yield: 2.5 cups guacamole. Servings: 5. Serving size: ½ cup guacamole. Total time prep to finish: 15 minutes. Ingredients: 5 ripe Hass avocados, 3 tablespoons fresh lime juice, 2 medium garlic cloves peeled, pressed, then mashed with a pinch of salt, 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt or to taste, 1 small ripe avocado chopped fine, half medium white onion chopped fine, half bunch fresh cilantro finely chopped or to taste. Directions: 1. To begin, cut all of the avocados in half, remove their pits, and scoop out the flesh into a medium-sized mixing bowl. Drizzle the lime juice over the top of the avocado immediately to preserve the avocados from beginning to brown. Mash the avocado with a potato masher, fork, or other kitchen utensil until you have reached your desired consistency. 2. Next, add in the remaining ingredients and stir to blend. Serve immediately. Pickled chipotle chilies. If you are in the mood for hot and spicy, then these pickled chipotle chilies will absolutely do the trick. This recipe combines large chipotle chili peppers with a variety of spices that offer an abundance of spice with a hint of sweetness. Yield: 1/4 pound chipotle chilies, about 40. Servings: 20. Serving size: 2 to 3 chilies. Total time prep to finish: 15 minutes. Ingredients: 1/4 pound 40 large chipotles, ½ cup canola or olive oil, 2 cups white onion sliced roughly, 4 cloves garlic peeled and slivered, 4 bay leaves, 4 fresh sprigs marjoram to yield 1/4 teaspoon dried, 4 fresh sprigs thyme to yield 1/4 teaspoon dried, 2.5 cups cider vinegar, 1.5 teaspoons sea salt, 6 tablespoons brown sugar. Directions: 1. Rinse chilies well, but do not soak. Pat dry. Pierce each chili twice using a sharp fork and then set aside. 2. Heat canola oil or olive oil in a large skillet. Then add in the onion and garlic. Fry for about 5 minutes, turning over occasionally or until the onion becomes translucent. Continue frying and turning for roughly 8 minutes. Add in herbs, vinegar, water, salt, and brown sugar. 3. Continue cooking and stirring over medium heat at a vigorous simmer for approximately 15 minutes or longer if they are leathery. 4. When finished, transfer the chilies to mason jars and process in a hot water bath for 15 minutes. Once cooled, serve them as a condiment with dried oregano and olive oil. Enjoy. Shrimp ceviche. For a delicious Puerto Vallarta-inspired recipe, try this amazingly simple and tantalizingly delicious recipe for shrimp ceviche. Take a bite, close your eyes, and you can almost feel the salty ocean breeze enveloping your body, the tropical sun dancing on your face, and the feel of warm sand beneath your feet. Yield: 1 pound shrimp ceviche. Servings: 4 to 6. Serving size: 1.5 to 2 cups ceviche. Total time prep to finish: 45 minutes. Ingredients: 1 pound medium small shrimp peeled and deveined, 2 tablespoons sea salt, 3/4 cup fresh lime juice, juice from 4 to 6 limes, 1/4 cup fresh lemon juice, juice from 2 to 3 lemons, 2 Roma tomatoes diced, 1 cucumber peeled and chopped, 1 cup red onion chopped fine, 1 jalapeno minced, 1/2 sweet onion diced, 1 cup fresh cilantro chopped, 1 avocado peeled, pit removed, pulp cut into 1-inch chunks. Directions. 1. In a large pot, bring 4 quarts of water to a boil with 2 tablespoons sea salt. Carefully toss in the shrimp and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Do not overcook. Using a slotted spoon, transfer the cooked shrimp to a bowl of ice water. In order to prevent the shrimp from continuing to cook, let the shrimp sit in the ice water for 2 minutes, then drain. 2. Cut each piece of shrimp in half. Place the shrimp halves in a large mixing bowl and pour in the lime and lemon juice. Toss gently to coat. 3. Next, add in the dried tomatoes, diced onion, chopped red onion, and diced jalapeno. Cover and place in the refrigerator to chill for at least 30 minutes. 4. Before serving, mix in the cilantro, cucumber, and avocado. Mix well, add more sea salt if needed to taste, and serve chilled. Empadas with avocado cream sauce. Here is the perfect appetizer for any get-together or special occasion. Perfect for Super Bowl parties. Fluffy empada dough stuffed with dried mushrooms, onion, pine nuts, garlic, fresh basil, and other delicious ingredients. These empadas are served with a creamy avocado sauce that pairs perfectly with the empadas for an explosion of flavor. Note, for large parties, triple or quadruple the recipe to meet your serving needs. You can also make empadas smaller instead of 6-inch empadas. Make them 3 inches wide to yield more in total. Yield 8 6-inch empadas. 2 cups avocado cream sauce. Servings 4. Serving size 2 empadas and ½ cup avocado cream sauce. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients. For the empada filling, 2 tablespoons coconut oil, 3 cloves garlic diced, ½ white onion diced, ½ pound mushrooms diced, pinch of sea salt or to taste, pinch of fresh ground black pepper or to taste, 4 green onions chopped fine, 4 large leaves of kale or chard chopped fine, 2 tablespoons filtered water, 1/2 to 1 bunch fresh basil, 2 teaspoons ground cumin, 1/4 cup pine nuts toasted, 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast, 1 tablespoon lemon juice. For the empada dough, 1½ cup unsweetened coconut flakes, 1 cup almond meal or almond flour, ½ cup arrowroot powder, ½ teaspoon sea salt, 2 large eggs, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, 1 tablespoon filtered water only if necessary, 2 tablespoons coconut oil melted. For the avocado cream sauce, 2 limes unpeeled, sliced, seeds removed, 1 clove garlic, 2 tablespoons coconut palm sugar, 1/2 to 1 bunch fresh cilantro including stems, pinch of sea salt or to taste, pinch of fresh ground black pepper or to taste, ½ avocado peeled and pit removed, 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. Directions. 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Get out 2 baking sheets. 2. Prepare the empadas filling. Place a large sauté pan over medium heat. Add in coconut oil, let melt. Add in the onion and garlic and sauté 3 to 5 minutes or until the onion is tender and translucent and the garlic is fragrant. Reduce the heat to medium-low. Add in the mushrooms, green onions, greens, basil, cumin, pine nuts. Stir to mix. Then add in the sea salt, black pepper, water, yeast, and lemon juice. Stir until well blended, then cover and let simmer gently, stirring often for 5 to 7 minutes or until mushrooms are heated through. Adjust salt, black pepper, and other spices to taste if needed. Remove the sauté pan from the heat, cover, and set aside. 3. Prepare the empanada dough. Combine the coconut and almond meal or almond flour in a food processor. Process for 60 seconds to turn the contents into a fine flour. Remove the lid, scrape the sides and the bottom of the processor and stir contents. Then secure lid and pulse some more to ensure all of the contents have reached a fine flour. 4. Add in the arrowroot powder and sea salt. Pulse to blend. Add in the eggs and vinegar or lemon juice and pulse to blend until a solid, pliable dough forms. If the dough is too thick, add in water, 1 teaspoon at a time until the correct consistency is achieved. 5. Form the dough into a ball and place the ball of dough onto a countertop that is lightly dusted with arrowroot powder. Roll the dough out between 2 sheets of parchment paper until you have reached an 1/8 inch thickness. Peel off the top layer of parchment paper. Cut the dough into 8 6-inch circles. You can use an inverted bowl or pan lid or any item with a 6-inch circumference to measure the circles. Move the dough circles to the 2 baking sheets. Make sure they are laid out onto each baking sheet so that the circles are not touching. 6. How to assemble and bake empanadas. Now, place 3 tablespoons of the empanada filling in the center of each circle of dough. Fold one of the circles in half and then crimp the edges with a fork. Repeat process to assemble the remaining empanadas. Using a small knife, prick 1 to 3 tiny holes in the top of each empanada so that the steam can escape during baking. Finally, using a pastry or marinating brush, brush the melted coconut oil over each empanada. Place the empanadas in the preheated oven and bake for 17 minutes. Then, place the oven to broil and broil the empanadas for 3 to 4 minutes or until golden brown. Watch carefully during broiling as they can easily burn. As soon as they are golden, remove them from the oven at once. Set empanadas aside to cool for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, prepare the avocado cream sauce. 7. Prepare the avocado cream sauce. In a blender or food processor, combine the limes, garlic, coconut palm sugar, cilantro, avocado, olive oil, and sea salt and pepper. Blend until smooth. Add more sea salt and/or black pepper as needed to taste. Pour into serving bowls. 8. To serve, place 2 empanadas on a plate and serve with half-cup avocado cream sauce. Cilantro ginger grilled shrimp with gazpacho. In Mexico, gazpacho is typically a tomato-based soup which is served chilled. This recipe is perfect for a small appetizer combo. Just pour the gazpacho into individual 3-ounce tall shot glasses and serve the shots of gazpacho alongside a small skewer of this citrus ginger marinated grilled shrimp. Another idea is to hang a piece or two of the grilled shrimp directly over the rim of the tall shot glass for a beautiful presentation. The gazpacho and shrimp are paired together perfectly. The flavors and textures coincide fantastically. Yield 12 3-ounce shot glasses of gazpacho, 40 to 50 grilled shrimp. Servings 12. Serving size 1 3-ounce gazpacho, 4 to 6 pieces of grilled shrimp. Total time prep to finish 20 minutes. Ingredients: for the gazpacho, 16 tomatoes roughly chopped, 2 cucumbers peeled and chopped, 2 yellow bell peppers chopped, 2 red bell peppers chopped, 1 large red onion diced, 2 large jalapeno diced, 8 cloves of garlic finely diced, 1 cup fresh cilantro chopped, ½ cup fresh basil chopped, 1/4 cup fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, 6 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, sea salt or to taste, fresh ground black pepper or to taste, 3 avocados peeled, pitted, diced to garnish, 3 bunch fresh cilantro leaves to garnish. For the shrimp, 1 pound medium-sized shrimp deveined and peeled, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup lemon juice, 1 tablespoon ginger paste or fresh ginger minced, 2 tablespoons fresh cilantro finely chopped, 1/4 teaspoon Tabasco or preferred hot sauce, ½ teaspoon coriander, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon pepper. Directions: 1. Prepare the gazpacho. Prepare the vegetables, herbs, and garlic as directed. In a mixing bowl, combine the tomatoes, cucumber, yellow and red bell pepper, red onion, jalapeno, garlic, cilantro, and basil. Stir gently until well combined. Then stir in the lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, sea salt, and black pepper to taste. Stir until well combined, then pour contents into a blender in batches if necessary, and puree until smooth. Transfer to a large pitcher and place in refrigerator until chilled. 10 to 20 minutes before you are ready to serve the gazpacho, prepare the shrimp. 2. Prepare the grilled shrimp. In a large-sized mixing bowl, combine the olive oil, lemon juice, ginger, cilantro, Tabasco, coriander, cayenne pepper, sea salt, and black pepper. Stir until very well blended. Add in the shrimp and toss and stir the shrimp around in the marinade until it is completely coated. Set aside and let the shrimp marinate for at least 15 minutes. 3. Then, soak the skewers in water for 20 minutes. If wooden, prepare the grill. Skewer the shrimp and grill the shrimp for about 3 minutes on each side until the shrimp is browned. Some prefer it to be blackened and heated through. Remove from grill and keep warm until ready to serve. 4. To serve, pour the gazpacho into 12 3-ounce tall shot glasses. Serve the gazpacho chilled alongside grilled shrimp skewers, or just hang the shrimp over the rim of the shot glass. Serve and enjoy. Slow cooker roasted red pepper and tomato sauce. This sauce can be used for a variety of dishes and recipes calling for tomato sauce. You can make this sauce in large batches and freeze so that you can have it on hand anytime you need it. This recipe makes 6 cups, but you can always multiply the recipe to meet your needs. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 6 hours 30 minutes. Yield 6 servings. Ingredients: 2 jars, 12 ounces roasted red peppers in olive oil, drained. 2 cans, 28 ounces crushed or diced tomatoes. 6 shallots or small onions, peeled and roughly chopped. 4 cloves garlic, chopped. 2 teaspoons dried oregano or to taste. 1 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper or to taste. 2 teaspoon fine grained sea salt or to taste. 2 tablespoon olive oil. Instructions: 1. Add all of the ingredients to the slow cooker in the order listed. Stir to blend. 2. Cover with lid and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours. Taste and adjust seasonings as needed. 3. Transfer to a bowl and let cool for 10 minutes and then serve. 4. If freezing to store, let the sauce cool completely before packing it away to store. Store in airtight containers that are freezer safe. Cranberry applesauce. This sauce is wonderful spread on meats, vegetables, pancakes, and many other dishes. Sweet, tart, and delicious. This sauce freezes wonderfully as well, so make a lot and store it away for a rainy day. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 6 hours 20 minutes. Yield 1 quart. Ingredients: 3 pounds apples. I'd use a sweet variety. 12 ounces fresh cranberries, rinsed and bruised ones removed. 1 1/4 cup cranberry apple juice. Read your labels. I used a brand that was 100% juice. 1/4 teaspoon each cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice optional. Instructions: 1. Using a vegetable peeler, peel, core, and slice the apples, then cut each slice in half to get quarters. 2. Add the apples, cranberries, and cranberry juice to the slow cooker. Stir to combine. 3. Cover with lid and cook on low for 6 hours, stirring once halfway through cooking. 4. Once done cooking, add in the spices and mash the contents with a potato masher until the sauce is as smooth as possible. You could also throw the sauce in a blender or food processor to help with this. Just be careful not to over-process or the sauce will become soupy. 5. Let cool 10 minutes, then serve or store. 6. If freezing to store, let the sauce cool completely before packing it away to store. Store in airtight containers that are freezer safe. Slow cooker clarified butter, ghee. Clarified butter, also known as ghee, is used frequently in many recipes. Did you know that you can make big batches of butter in a slow cooker and store it so that you have it on hand when you need it? Many people make large batches toward the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, since there tends to be a lot of baking going on. You no longer have to run to the store when you run out of butter because, thanks to your slow cooker, you already have some. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 8 hours 5 minutes. Yield 64 ounces. Ingredients: 8 8-ounce packs unsalted grass-fed butter. Instructions: 1. Put the grass-fed butter in the bowl of the slow cooker. 2. Keep the lid off of the slow cooker and cook uncovered on low for 6 to 8 hours. 3. To finish, pour the butter through a cheesecloth directly into a jar with lid, or you can pour the butter into large ice cube trays or mini loaf pans to form into bars of butter, and place the ice cube trays, loaf pans covered with plastic wrap in the refrigerator to harden. Cinnamon applesauce. Always have applesauce on hand for your little ones for a nutritiously delicious anytime snack. With this excellent recipe for slow cooker cinnamon applesauce, you can freeze this sauce to store and thaw it as needed, or you can store it in the fridge for up to 1 month. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 8 hours 5 minutes. Yield 64 ounces. Ingredients: 20 Red Delicious and or Golden Delicious apples, another sweet type of apple. Half cup coconut palm sugar. 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon. Half teaspoon ground nutmeg. Instructions: 1. To make this simple applesauce, just peel, core, and dice your apples and throw them in the slow cooker. Top the apples with the coconut palm sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. 2. With the lid off of the slow cooker, cook the applesauce on low for 6 to 8 hours. Then taste and add more sugar, cinnamon, or nutmeg as needed. 3. Remove from slow cooker, transferring to a large bowl. Cover the bowl with paper towel or plastic wrap and allow the applesauce to cool completely before putting it in airtight jars and placing it in the refrigerator or freezer. Apple butter. Thick, delicious apple butter cooked low and slow for an end result that makes everything taste better. Spread this sweet butter on toast, breads, muffins. Use in recipes, use as a dip for pretzels, vegetables, bananas. The options are endless. Prep time, 25 minutes. Total time, 17 hours, 25 minutes. Yield, 3 to 5 quarts. Ingredients: 5½ pounds red delicious and or golden delicious apples or preferred type of apples. 1/4 cup water. 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg freshly grated. Pinch of ground cloves. 5 tablespoons coconut palm sugar or to taste. Instructions: 1. To begin, wash, peel, core, and then chop your apples. Note, you can keep the peel on if desired. 2. Add the apple and all the remaining ingredients to the slow cooker. Stir to combine. 3. With the lid on the slow cooker, cook the apple butter on low for 9 to 12 hours. Stir well. 4. Transfer the contents to a blender in batches and puree until smooth and then return to the slow cooker. Taste and adjust seasonings as needed. 5. Cook with the lid slightly ajar for another 4 to 6 hours or until the apple butter reaches your desired thickness, stirring occasionally. 6. Remove from slow cooker, transferring to a large bowl. Cover the bowl with paper towel or plastic wrap and allow the apple butter to cool completely before putting it in airtight jars and placing it in the refrigerator or freezer to store. Slow cooker chicken broth. Here is another fantastic thing to always have on hand, especially if you love to cook. Chicken broth is called for in so many recipes that it is an easy thing to run out of. Well, now you can make it in large amounts and freeze it to store. Never again will you find yourself scouring the pantry for broth. Tip: for perfect size portions, freeze the broth in ice cube trays and then transfer the broth cubes to a freezer-safe container. Then, when you need broth, just pull out however many cubes and thaw. Prep time, 15 minutes. Total time, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Yield, 10 cups. Ingredients: the bones and carcasses of 2 cooked chickens, 2 small onions, 1 carrot, the inner ribs and leaves of 1 stalk of celery, 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 3 sprigs of fresh thyme, 10 cups of water, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar. Instructions: 1. To begin, cut the onions and carrot in half. 2. Place the chicken carcasses, bones, apple cider vinegar, vegetables, rosemary, and thyme in the slow cooker. Pour in the water and stir to combine. 3. Cover and cook on low for 8 to 12 hours. 4. Remove from slow cooker and let the broth cool. Then strain the broth through a mesh strainer lined with cheesecloth. 5. Pour into mason jars and refrigerate, allowing the fat to settle to the top and skim the solidified fat. 6. Store in the refrigerator or freezer to use as needed. 7. Remove from slow cooker, transferring to a large bowl. Cover the bowl with paper towel or plastic wrap and allow the applesauce to cool completely before putting it in airtight containers and placing it in the refrigerator or freezer. Pumpkin butter. For a delicious, thick, flavorful spread that tastes amazing on practically everything, try this tasty pumpkin butter. So simple to make and easy to store, you will no longer have to purchase your pumpkin butter elsewhere. Tip: great for holiday gifting. Just place in decorative jars with ribbon or bows and give to those you love for a sweet butter that is fantastically good. Prep time, 10 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 10 minutes. Yield about 1 to 2 quarts. Ingredients: 2 cans, 15 ounces pure pumpkin or 30-ounce fresh pumpkin puree, a 1/3 cup apple cider, Then go make mulled apple cider with the rest of it. 1/4 cup maple syrup, 1 heaping teaspoon pumpkin pie spice, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon optional. Instructions. 1. Combine all of the ingredients together in your slow cooker. Stir well to blend. 2. With the lid off of the slow cooker, cook the pumpkin on low for 4 hours, then taste and add more honey, maple syrup, or spices as needed. The butter may be a little soupy. That's okay. It will thicken as it cools. 3. Remove from slow cooker, transferring to a large bowl. Cover the bowl with paper towel or plastic wrap and allow the pumpkin butter to cool completely before putting it in airtight jars and placing it in the refrigerator or freezer. Pecan stuffed portobellos. Portobello mushroom caps that are stuffed with a mixture of chopped pecans, diced onions, chopped spinach, and a variety of spices, and then slow cooked and ready to serve in as little as over 2 hours, make this an appetizer that is easy and tasty. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 8 large portobello mushrooms, 1 teaspoon extra virgin olive oil, 2 cloves garlic crushed, 1 teaspoon sea salt divided, 1/4 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper divided, 1/2 cup pecans chopped, 1 to 2 white onions diced to make 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup frozen chopped spinach thawed and drained. Instructions. 1. To begin, wash the mushrooms, then remove stems from the mushrooms and chop them, then set aside. 2. In a heavy-bottom skillet, heat the olive oil over medium heat. 3. Add garlic, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 1/8 black pepper, and pecans. Cook for 5 minutes, stirring frequently. 4. Next, add in the onion, chopped mushroom stems, and spinach, and cook for 1 minute in order to coat the pecans and vegetables in the olive oil. 5. Using the remaining 1/2 sea salt and 1/8 black pepper, season the mushroom caps. 6. Spoon mixture loosely into each mushroom cap. 7. Arrange mushrooms in a single layer in a slow cooker. It's okay if they are touching sides or seem crowded. 8. Cover slow cooker and cook on low for 2 hours. Let sit 5 minutes to cool before serving. 9. To serve, scoop into remaining dishes and serve warm or cold. Chicken wings and ranch dip. Here is another 2-part recipe, but still very easy. The wings are slow cooked in a red pepper spice, which gives them the hotness so many people enjoy. The ranch dip is then whipped together in a bowl and chilled in the refrigerator for 1 hour before the wings are ready. Prep time, 1 hour 25 minutes. Total time, 7 hours 25 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: chicken wings, 24 chicken wings and or drumsticks rinsed and patted dry, 1 cup red pepper sauce, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, 3 cloves garlic chopped. Paleo ranch dip, 1 cup coconut milk, 1 cup paleo-friendly mayonnaise, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 1/2 cup fresh dill chopped, 1/4 cup fresh parsley chopped. Instructions. 1. Begin by preparing the wings. Rinse and pat chicken dry with paper towels, then place chicken in a gallon-sized sealable freezer bag. 2. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, combine red pepper sauce, olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, and garlic. Stir to mix well, and then pour mixture into freezer bag over chicken. Seal bag and shake to coat all wings and drumsticks with sauce. Place bag in refrigerator to marinate for 1 hour. 3. Finally, place the chicken and any sauce remaining in the freezer bag into the slow cooker. Cover slow cooker and cook chicken wings on high for 4 hours. 4. Meanwhile, prepare the Paleo ranch dip. In a mixing bowl, combine coconut milk, mayonnaise, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Blend well. Next, add fresh herbs, stir to mix well. Place in refrigerator to chill at least 1 hour. 5. To serve, place chicken wings on a platter with small bowls of dipping sauce. Granola bars. Yes, it is possible. There are so many snacks that you can prepare in the slow cooker, which makes being a parent a little easier when you have a crock pot. Make large batches of your children's favorite snacks and store them or freeze them so they will be on hand always. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 12 servings. Ingredients: ½ cup sesame butter, ½ cup coconut oil melted, ¼ cup raw honey, 1 tablespoon pure vanilla extract, 1 cup raw almonds chopped, 1 cup black walnuts chopped, 1 cup roasted pumpkin seeds, ½ cup white sesame seeds, 1 cup dried unsweetened cranberries, 1 cup dried unsweetened apricots chopped, ½ cup unsweetened coconut flakes, 2 cups almond flour, 2 eggs lightly beaten. Instructions: 1. To begin, place a medium saucepan over low heat and combine sesame butter, almond oil, raw honey, and vanilla extract. Stir contents and heat just until honey and sesame and coconut oils are melted. Remove from heat and set aside. 2. In a large-sized mixing bowl, combine almonds, black walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, cranberries, apricots, and flaked coconut. Toss to blend well, add the almond flour, and stir well to mix with ingredients. Add beaten eggs, stir to blend. 3. Stir the honey mixture into the nut mixture. Blend well. 4. Press mixture into the bottom of the slow cooker. Cover and cook on low for 2 hours. 5. Transfer the granola mixture to a baking sheet using a spatula. Let cool. Then cut into bars and serve. Store in an airtight container for up to 1 week. Stuffed jalapeno peppers. These jalapeno poppers are stuffed with chicken sausage, chopped onion, and red bell pepper for an explosion of flavors that will have your party guests begging for more. Prep time, 10 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 10 minutes. Yield, 8 servings. Ingredients: 1 pound chicken sausage, outer casing removed and discarded. 1 small onion chopped. ½ cup diced red bell pepper. 8 fresh jalapeno peppers halved and stems removed. Instructions: 1. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, stir together the chicken sausage, onion, and red bell pepper. 2. Spoon the sausage mixture loosely into the prepared pepper halves. 3. Arrange peppers in the bottom of the slow cooker. It's okay if the peppers are touching sides or seem crowded. 4. Cover and cook on low for 4 hours. When done, remove from heat and let sit 5 minutes. 5. To serve, arrange stuffed peppers on a platter and serve warm. Spicy roasted nuts. Slow cooking is an ideal way to roast nuts. For this recipe, We combined peanuts, walnuts, and Brazil nuts and sprinkled them with spices such as cayenne pepper, paprika, and sea salt. The options of this dish are virtually endless. Experiment with different nuts, oils, and spices. You will love roasted nuts, the slow-cooked way. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 2 hours, 10 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons garlic powder, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, ½ teaspoon sea salt, ½ pound pecan leaves, ½ pound walnut halves, ½ pound Brazil nuts. Instructions: 1. In a large-sized mixing bowl, combine the olive oil, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, onion powder, paprika, and salt. Blend thoroughly. 2. Add in all of the nuts and toss gently to coat with seasoning mixture until all of the nuts are coated. 3. Pour nuts into the slow cooker and cook on high heat for 15 minutes. Toss nuts with a large spoon, then cover and cook for an additional 2 hours. 4. Finally, using a slotted spoon, remove the roasted nuts from the slow cooker and transfer them to a cookie sheet. Allow nuts to cool to room temperature. 5. Once cooled, the spicy roasted nuts can be served or stored. They will store in a resealable Ziploc bag for up to 2 weeks. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake in a slow cooker? Yes, yes, yes! Chocolate cake in a slow cooker? Yes, yes, yes! Chocolate cake in a slow cooker? Yes, yes, yes! The ingredients are whipped together, added to the slow cooker, and in 3 hours you are left with a chocolatey, moist, and perfectly round cake. Super easy way to make an after-dinner dessert for the family. Prep time 15 minutes. Total time 3 hours 15 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: coconut oil for greasing, 2 cups blanched almond flour, 3/4 cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1 cup raw honey, 1 large egg, 1 cup almond milk, ½ cup coconut oil, 1 tablespoon pure vanilla extract, 1 cup boiling water. Instructions: 1. Grease slow cooker with coconut oil. 2. In a large-sized mixing bowl, combine almond flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, and sea salt. Mix well. 3. In a second bowl, beat together the egg, honey, almond milk, coconut oil, and vanilla extract. Beat with an electric mixer until well blended. 4. Next, pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture and blend well. Now, pour in the boiling water and stir well to mix thoroughly. 5. Pour batter into slow cooker, then cover and cook on low for 3 hours or until the top of the cake is done and the edges begin to pull away from the edges of the slow cooker. Remove cover and let the cake cool at room temperature for 30 minutes before serving. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake in a slow cooker? Yes, yes, yes! The ingredients are whipped together, added to the slow cooker, and in 3 hours you are left with a chocolatey, moist, and perfectly round cake. Super easy way to make an after-dinner dessert for the family. Prep time 15 minutes. Total time 3 hours 15 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: coconut oil for greasing, 2 cups blanched almond flour, 3/4 cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1 cup raw honey, 1 large egg, 1 cup almond milk, ½ cup coconut oil, 1 tablespoon pure vanilla extract, 1 cup boiling water. Instructions: 1. Grease slow cooker with coconut oil. 2. In a large-sized mixing bowl, combine almond flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, and sea salt. Mix well. 3. In a second bowl, beat together the egg, honey, almond milk, coconut oil, and vanilla extract. Beat with an electric mixer until well blended. 4. Next, pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture and blend well. Now, pour in the boiling water and stir well to mix thoroughly. 5. Pour batter into slow cooker, then cover and cook on low for 3 hours or until the top of the cake is done and the edges begin to pull away from the edges of the slow cooker. Remove cover and let the cake cool at room temperature for 30 minutes before serving. Brownies. Chewy, moist, chocolate fudgy brownies right out of the slow cooker. Heaven. Try adding to the recipe to personalize the brownies, such as by adding chopped walnuts, flaked coconut, or whatever add-in you think will make the brownies spectacular. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 12 servings. Ingredients. 1. 1½ cup blanched almond flour. 2. ½ cup unsweetened cocoa powder. 3. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 4. 1 teaspoon sea salt. 5. ½ cup 1 stick unsalted grass-fed melted. 6. 1 cup raw honey. 7. 2 large eggs beaten. Instructions. 1. To begin, line slow cooker with aluminum foil. 2. In a small-sized mixing bowl, combine the almond flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, and sea salt. Mix well. 3. In a second medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the melted butter and honey. Heat well, then add in the eggs and beat until the ingredients are well blended. 4. Next, add the flour mixture and blend well. 5. Pour batter into slow cooker, then cover and cook on low for 3 hours. Then, uncover and cook for an additional 30 minutes. Allow brownies to cool at room temperature for 30 minutes before serving. Lemon poppy seed cake. Here is another delicious slow-cooked dessert cake. This time, a lemon poppy seed cake which tastes moist and has the perfect amount of lemon for a mouth-watering experience. Try adding glaze to the surface to make this cake even more delicious. Prep time, 15 minutes. Total time, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Yield, 6 servings. Ingredients. 2½ cup blanched almond flour. 1 tablespoon baking soda. ½ teaspoon sea salt. ½ cup 1 stick unsalted grass-fed butter, melted. 1 cup raw honey. 2 large eggs. 1 tablespoon pure vanilla extract. Zest of 1 lemon. 1 tablespoon poppy seeds. Instructions. 1. In a second medium-sized mixing bowl, combine the almond flour, baking soda, and sea salt. Mix well and set aside. 2. In a large-sized mixing bowl, beat together the egg and honey using an electric mixer until smooth. Then beat in the eggs, 1 egg at a time, and blend until creamy. 3. Add the vanilla extract and lemon zest. Beat until smooth. 4. Add the flour mixture. Beat until smooth. Fold in the poppy seeds. Blend well. 5. Line the slow cooker with parchment paper. Allow the parchment paper to hang over the edges. Pour in the batter, cover, and cook on low for 2 hours, or until the edges of the cake become golden brown and begin to lift from the edges of the slow cooker. 6. Allow the cake to cool in the slow cooker for 30 minutes. Then, grabbing a hold of the parchment paper, carefully lift the cake out of the slow cooker. 7. To serve, cut the cake into squares and serve warm. Pumpkin pudding. For an ideal fall dessert when the pumpkin patches are booming, Make large batches of this sweet coconut milk-infused creamy pumpkin pudding and then freeze to enjoy the whole year long. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 6 hours, 20 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 3 tablespoons coconut oil melted, 3 cups pureed pumpkin, 2 cup coconut milk, 3 eggs, 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup natural sweetener of choice, palm sugar, maple syrup, etc. 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, 1½ teaspoon pure vanilla extract, 3 tablespoons coconut flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder. Instructions: 1. Melt coconut oil and grease the inside of the slow cooker. 2. Add all of the ingredients in the order listed to the slow cooker and stir well to combine. 3. Cover slow cooker and cook on low for 6 to 8 hours or until crust forms on the tops of the pudding and the edges begin to brown, but it is still pudding-like under the top layer of crust. 4. To serve, scoop into individual dishes and serve warm or cold. Bananas Foster. For a decadently rich dessert, try Bananas Foster. Bananas are slow cooked in a hot, bubbly honey cinnamon sauce, and then drizzled with dark rum served over an even deeper indulgence. Offer it to your kids sans the rum, but with a scoop of vanilla ice cream instead. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 2 hours 10 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 4 bananas, medium firmness, peeled and sliced into 1/4 inch thick pieces. 1 heaping tablespoon coconut oil. 1 tablespoon lemon juice. 3 tablespoons honey. 2 teaspoons cinnamon or to taste. 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg or to taste. Pinch of cloves. Dark rum for drizzling, optional. Instructions: 1. Combine the coconut oil, lemon juice, honey, and spices in the slow cooker. Stir, place on high heat, and let the ingredients melt together. 2. Reduce heat to low. Peel the bananas and slice into 1/4 inch thick pieces. Place the sliced bananas in the slow cooker. Using a wooden spoon, gently stir the bananas to coat with the honey sauce. 3. Cover the slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 1½ to 2 hours. 4. To serve, spoon the bananas on a dessert dish and scrape the honey sauce from the bottom of the slow cooker and drizzle it over the bananas. Add a splash of dark rum to the dessert if desired, and then serve. Slow cooker apple confit. For an after-dinner dessert the whole family will enjoy, try this slow cooker apple confit. Dessert consisting of firm apples, which are flavored with cinnamon and vanilla. For added pleasure, top with vanilla ice cream and a sprinkling of toasted walnuts. Prep time, 10 minutes. Total time, 8 hours, 5 minutes. Yield 8 cups. Ingredients: 3 pounds firm cooking baking apples. Best choice for sweetness, red or golden delicious. 1/4 cup coconut palm sugar. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 2 to 4 cups walnuts, chopped, optional. Instructions: 1. To begin, peel, core, and slice the apples into 1/4 inch thick slices. You should have about 9 cups. 2. If using the walnuts, then chop them now. 3. Place the apples and walnuts, if using, into the slow cooker. Add in the coconut palm sugar and cinnamon to taste, and then toss, stir to coat. Add additional sugar, cinnamon as needed. 4. Cover the slow cooker with lid and cook on high for 2 to 2½ hours, or on low for 4 to 4½ hours, or until the apples are extremely tender and nearly translucent, but not pureed. Stir in the vanilla extract. 5. Remove from slow cooker, transferring to a large bowl. Cover the bowl with paper towel or plastic wrap and allow the dessert to cool slightly before serving. Then cover and refrigerate until chilled. 6. To serve, place 1 cup of the apple confit into a dessert bowl and top with vanilla ice cream and toasted walnuts to garnish if desired. Note, you can serve this dessert warm or chilled. Raspberry beef chili. The raspberries in this dish helps to make the beef moist and adds an abundance of flavor. This is absolutely an award-winning chili in our book, and we are confident that you will feel the same about this slow-cooked chili. Prep time 15 minutes. Total time 8 hours 15 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 3 pounds grass-fed ground beef, 1 pound ground liver, 3 cans 14.5 ounces diced tomatoes, 2 cans 6 ounces tomato paste, 1 pound fresh raspberries, 2 orange bell peppers diced, 2 chili peppers de-seeded and diced, 2 Italian squash, 3 cloves garlic minced, or use 2 tablespoons garlic powder, 2 tablespoons paprika, 1 tablespoon dried oregano, 1 tablespoon cumin, 1 tablespoon dried basil, 1 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper to taste. Instructions: 1. Place the ingredients in your slow cooker in the order listed. Stir contents until well blended. 3. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 8 hours, stirring chili after 4 hours if possible. 4. To serve, transfer to serving bowl. Sprinkle on a pinch of sea salt to taste. Optional. Vegetarian ratatouille. A perfect, tender, tasty vegetarian ratatouille that is slow cooked and ready in less than 3 hours. This ratatouille combines eggplant, zucchini, summer squash, onion, and an ideal combination of seasonings mixed together and sprinkled with walnuts for a crunchy add-on. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 6 servings. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon plus ½ teaspoon extra virgin olive oil divided, 3 cloves garlic crushed, 2 large eggplants cut into ½ slices, 1 large red onion cut into thin slices, 2 yellow summer squash cut into ½ slices, 2 zucchini cut into ½ slices, 1/4 cup fresh basil chopped, 1/4 cup fresh oregano chopped, 1/4 cup fresh parsley chopped, ½ teaspoon sea salt, ½ teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, ½ cup raw walnuts, chopped. Instructions: 1. Place 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a large skillet and place over medium-high heat. Add the garlic and saute 1 minute or until fragrant. Place the sliced eggplant in the skillet and saute in batches for 2 minutes on each side, then remove from skillet and lie onto paper towels to drain. 2. Pour the oil left in the skillet into the slow cooker, and when cool enough to touch, with paper towel or brush, spread the oil around the slow cooker to grease the sides and bottoms of the slow cooker. 3. Next, arrange a layer of eggplant slices in the bottom of the slow cooker. Then place a layer of onion followed by a layer of squash, then finally zucchini. Sprinkle layers with half of herbs, sea salt, and pepper. Repeat the layering process with the remaining eggplant, onion, squash, and zucchini, and remaining herbs, sea salt, and freshly ground black pepper. 4. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on high for 2 hours. 5. Before serving, place a small skillet over medium heat. Heat the remaining ½ teaspoon olive oil and saute walnuts for 2 minutes, stirring consistently until barely toasted. Remove from heat and set aside. 6. To serve, scoop a portion of ratatouille onto serving dish and garnish with chopped toasted walnuts. prosciutto and asparagus chicken roll-ups. If you didn't think you could make dishes like this in a slow cooker, then I am happy to let you know that crock-pot cooking has evolved greatly from what you remember of slow cooker meals as a child. You can now make all sorts of delicious, flavorful dishes that come out of the crock-pot looking as if they were cooked right in the oven. The difference? You can now create these dishes without having to constantly check its progress as you do during oven and stovetop cooking or grilling. The options and potential for slow cookers are quickly becoming endless. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 6 servings. Ingredients, 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. 6 to 8 slices, approximately a quarter pound of prosciutto or spiced ham of choice. 1 bunch of asparagus. 4 to 6 garlic cloves chopped. Sea salt to taste. Fresh ground black pepper to taste. Instructions. 1. Begin by filleting the chicken breasts in half. Pound the chicken flat on both sides with a meat mallet. Pound the chicken until it is tenderized and rollable. 2. Next, trim the asparagus spears to preferred length of rolls. Chop the garlic cloves. Place 3 to 4 pieces of asparagus and some of the chopped garlic on each chicken breast. And then roll up each chicken breast, rolling the chicken breast up and around the asparagus. 3. Finally, roll a piece of prosciutto or spiced ham around your chicken roll-up. Next, stick a wooden toothpick through the layers of each roll to hold the rolls together. 4. Place the roll-ups in the bottom of the slow cooker. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 4 hours. 5. To serve, place 1 roll-up on a serving dish. Season with salt and pepper if needed. Serve hot or cold. Tahini chicken with bok choy. Boneless, skinless chicken breast is slow cooked in a flavor-packed tahini sauce made up of sesame butter, lemon juice, honey, ginger, fresh cilantro, and other wonderful seasonings. As the bok choy simmers in the sauce, it slowly becomes the most tender and flavorful bok choy experience you will have had to date. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 6 servings. Ingredients, 3/4 cup tahini or sesame butter. 2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice. Half teaspoon raw honey. 1 teaspoon fresh ginger chopped. May use jarred ginger if preferred. 2 teaspoons fresh cilantro chopped. Half teaspoon sea salt. 1/4 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, half teaspoon ground turmeric, 3 cups bok choy roughly chopped, 2 pounds 6 boneless skinless chicken breasts, 4 fresh scallions sliced to garnish. Instructions. 1. Begin by preparing the tahini sauce. In a blender or food processor, combine the tahini or sesame butter, lemon juice, honey, ginger, cilantro, salt, pepper, and turmeric. Process until smooth. 2. Next, roughly chop the bok choy and place it in the slow cooker, making a bok choy bed to lay the chicken breast on. Place the chicken breast in a single layer onto the bok choy and drizzle a generous amount of tahini sauce over each breast. 3. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 4 hours. 4. To serve, place half cup bok choy and 1 chicken breast on a serving dish. Garnish dish with sliced scallions. Serve hot. Pear ginger pork chops. Here is a delightful fall recipe, or really a delightful anytime recipe. This quick and simple slow-cooked pork chop recipe is cooked to perfection while soaking in a sweet and artfully sour ginger sauce infused with fresh pears. Yum! Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 6 hours, 20 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 4 thick-cut pork chops, 2 tablespoons coconut oil, ½ teaspoon ground cinnamon, ½ teaspoon allspice, 1 ripe Danju pear, core and cut into chunks, 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 1 cup white wine, not cooking wine or can substitute for water or broth, 2 tablespoons raw honey, 1 tablespoon fresh ginger minced, pinch sea salt or to taste, pinch pepper or to taste. Instructions: 1. Place a heavy bottom pan over medium heat and add in 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil to melt. 2. Place pork chops in pan and brown each side for about 2.5 minutes and then transfer to slow cooker. 3. Place a sauté pan over medium heat and add the remaining coconut oil to the pan. Once coconut oil has melted, add in fresh ginger and pears and sauté for 3 to 4 minutes. Then add in the vinegar and wine or substitute. Turn heat to medium-low and simmer for 5 minutes until the liquid is reduced slightly. 4. Finally, drizzle pear mixture over pork chops. 5. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 6 hours. 6. To serve, place a pork chop and sautéed pears onto each serving dish. Sprinkle with sea salt and black pepper to taste. Serve hot. Thai chicken curry with spicy slaw. Coconut milk is an ingredient used frequently in Indian cuisine. It always adds a creamy, flavorful burst of wonderful to dishes, which is why it is so often used over oils and additives and flavorings. For this easy, delicious, slow-cooked Thai chicken curry, the coconut milk soaks into the chicken, leaving it super moist and unbelievably tender, and it pairs perfectly with the spicy slaw to give you spicy, sweet, and salty all in one fabulous dish. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 6 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 8 servings. Ingredients: chicken, 2 pounds boneless, skinless chicken thighs or boneless, skinless breasts, 2 tablespoons Madras curry powder, 1 teaspoon minced garlic, 1 cup thinly sliced white onion, 1 cup thinly sliced red bell pepper, 1 cup organic chicken broth, 13.5-ounce canned coconut milk, slaw, 16-ounce shredded cabbage coleslaw mix, 1 cup diced fresh pineapple or 20-ounce canned crushed pineapple in juice drained, ½ cup chopped green onion, ½ teaspoon crushed red pepper, ½ teaspoon kosher salt, ½ teaspoon black pepper, 3 tablespoons fresh lime juice, 3 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. Instructions: 1. In a slow cooker, combine the chicken, curry powder, garlic, sliced onion, red bell pepper, broth, and coconut milk. 2. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. When finished, season with salt and pepper. 3. Prepare slaw 1 hour prior to serving. In a large-sized mixing bowl, prepare the slaw by blending together the cabbage, pineapple, green onion, crushed red pepper, salt, and pepper. Add lime juice to slaw, stir to blend, then set aside until ready to serve. 4. To serve, place chicken on serving dish over a bed of slaw. Serve hot. Salsa lime chicken with bell pepper and onion. Moist, tender chicken breast, bell pepper, and onion, slow cooked to perfection in a bed of salsa and lime. This is a dinner that will be requested by your family time and time again. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 6 hours, 20 minutes. Yield, 8 servings. Ingredients: 3 pounds boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1 16-ounce jar of salsa, 1 1.25-ounce packaged dry taco seasoning mix, 1 lime juiced, 3 tablespoons fresh cilantro chopped, 1 green bell pepper sliced, 1 red bell pepper sliced, 1 white onion sliced. Instructions. 1. Begin by slicing the onion and peppers into 4 slices each. 2. Pour the sauce into the slow cooker. 3. Add in the taco seasoning, lime juice, green bell peppers, onion, and the cilantro. Stir to blend. 4. Add in the chicken breast and stir again. 5. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours. When finished, season with salt and pepper. Pomegranate poached salmon. Enjoy the tangy flavors of pomegranate, honey, and allspice combined together to poach this lemon-infused salmon, resulting in a flaky, flavorful fish, which is served alongside a citrusy and crunchy fennel and red onion side salad. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 1 hour 20 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 2 cups fresh pomegranate juice, 1 tablespoon raw honey, 2 teaspoons whole allspice berries, 4 6-ounce wild salmon fillets, skin on or skinless, 4 thin lemon slices, 1 large fennel bulb trimmed of fronds and sliced thin, ½ cup red onion sliced thin, 2 oranges peeled and sectioned, 1/4 cup pomegranate orals, 2 tablespoons fresh mint chopped, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon white wine vinegar, 1/8 teaspoon fresh ground black pepper. Instructions. 1. In a slow cooker, combine the pomegranate juice, 1 cup water, and honey. Stir to blend, then add in the allspice, cover with the lid, and cook on high for 30 minutes. 2. Next, add in the salmon and cover it with the slices of lemon. Cover with lid and continue cooking 20 to 30 minutes or until the salmon begins turning opaque in the center. 3. Prepare the salad. In a large mixing bowl, combine the fennel and onion. Take the oranges and slice a thin layer off the top and bottom of 1 orange and place the orange cut side down on a cutting board. Using a paring knife, remove the orange peel and discard. Carefully section the orange into segments. Repeat with the second orange and then add all of the orange segments and their juices to the fennel onion salad mixture. Finally, add in the pomegranate orals, mint, oil, and vinegar and then toss to combine. Season with black pepper to taste. 4. To serve, divide the salmon into 4 sections and serve with the salad. Strawberry and maple pulled chicken. Plump, fresh strawberries, sticky, sweet maple syrup, and tangy lemon come together perfectly for this slow cooker recipe and results in evenly marinated, moist, tender pulled chicken. For a switch, use pork in place of chicken. Prep time 25 minutes. Total time 7 hours 25 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 4 garlic cloves, 1/4 of large yellow onion, 1 tablespoon salt lick dry rub, or preferred barbecue dry rub, 3 pounds boneless skinless chicken breast, 12 large strawberries, half a lemon, ½ cup maple syrup, a splash of chicken stock. Instructions. 1. Place the garlic and onion in a food processor and process until chopped. Transfer the garlic-onion mixture to the bottom of the slow cooker. 2. Season the chicken with the dry rub and place the chicken in the slow cooker atop the garlic and onion. 3. Using a juicer, remove the peel of the lemon and any stems from the strawberries. And using a juicer, juice the lemon and strawberries until smooth. It should yield nearly 1 cup of juice. Pour the juice over the chicken in the slow cooker. 4. Finally, drizzle the maple syrup and chicken stock over the top of the chicken. 5. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for about 7 hours. Then remove only the chicken, not the liquid, from the slow cooker and shred the chicken using 2 forks. Then serve the pulled chicken as desired. Sweet potato casserole. Comfort food at its best. This sweet potato casserole topped with a crunchy cinnamon pecan mixture is a two-part recipe beginning in the slow cooker and finishing in the oven. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 6 hours 20 minutes. Yield 4 to 6 servings. Ingredients: 6 sweet potatoes cleaned and cut into large cubes. 2 apples peeled and cut into cubes. 2/3 cup apple cider fresh, not pasteurized. Topping: 1 cup crushed pecans. 2 teaspoons cinnamon. 4 tablespoons grass-fed butter or preferred. Melted. Instructions: 1. Prepare the sweet potatoes and apples as directed and place them in the slow cooker. Pour in the cider, cover, and cook on low for 7 to 8 hours or until fork tender. When finished, stir well and then mash contents with a potato masher. Transfer to a round casserole dish or glass pie dish. 2. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Prepare the topping by placing the ingredients in a food processor and pulsing until a good consistency is reached, a little larger than crumbs. Sprinkle the topping over the surface of the casserole. 4. Place the casserole in the preheated oven and bake for 10 minutes. Then serve and enjoy. Slow-cooked Christmas ham. Ham at Christmas time is like turkey at Thanksgiving. A must-have. Did you know, however, that you can slow cook the ham, leaving the oven available for the wide assortments of holiday side dishes and desserts? The ham comes out perfectly flavorful, tender, crisp, and moist to make a holiday dinner worth remembering. Great for Easter, too. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 6 hours 25 minutes. Yield 10 to 12 servings. Ingredients: 1 boneless ham, brined with the rind intact. 2 large onions, 1 large carrot. 15 allspice berries. 2 cups broth. 3 bay leaves. Ground white pepper. Clarified butter or ghee if preferred. Dijon mustard. Instructions: 1. Begin by peeling the carrot and onions and chopping roughly. 2. Add the clarified butter or ghee to a hot frying pan. Add the chopped carrot and onion. Sauté for 2 to 3 minutes, dusting with white pepper until they gain some color. Then transfer to the slow cooker. Add in the allspice bay leaves and broth as well. 3. Rinse the ham under cold water and insert a meat thermometer into the center of the ham. Place the ham in the slow cooker on top of the vegetables. Cover the slow cooker with its lid and cook on low for about 1 hour and 20 minutes per pound or until the ham reaches an internal temperature of 167 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Celsius. For example, a 5-pound ham should be done in 6 hours. When the ham is done, remove the ham from the slow cooker and place it in a roasting pan. Remove the rind, layer of fat, and set them aside to cool. 4. Preheat oven to 440 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush the ham with the Dijon mustard and turn on the broiler. Place the ham in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it has a nice color forming. Remove the ham from the oven and set it aside to cool. 5. To serve, thinly slice the ham and serve with mustard on the side. Purple beef and cabbage. Tender, moist beef chunk, slow cooked on a bed of red cabbage, onion, apples, cranberries, and infused with dry herbs, balsamic vinegar, beef broth. And then sprinkled with a few select seasonings to make this a dinner to be proud of. Prep time 10 minutes. Total time 8 hours 45 minutes. Yield 4 to 6 servings. Ingredients: 2 pounds beef chunk cut into bite-sized pieces. 1 small head of red cabbage cut in half, sliced. 3 red onions sliced. 2 apples, cores removed and sliced. 9 ounces of fresh cranberries. 1 cup beef broth. 1/2 cup dried herbs of choice, 3 tablespoons balsamic vinegar, ground white pepper to taste, dried thyme to taste, sea salt flakes to taste, coconut oil for frying. Instructions: 1. Prepare the beef chunk and produce as directed. 2. Begin by breaking apart the sliced red cabbage into strips and begin filling the slow cooker halfway with the cabbage. After slicing the red onions, layer them atop the cabbage. Add the sliced apples atop the onion, then place the herbs and cranberries over the apples. 3. In a large skillet over medium to medium-high heat, add the coconut oil and allow it time to melt. Add the beef chunk pieces and sear in batches with the thyme and white pepper. Then transfer the seared beef, batch by batch, to the slow cooker. 4. Once all of the beef chunk is in the slow cooker, pour in the broth and vinegar. Cover the slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. Season with salt and black pepper before serving. Tex-Mex carnitas. Carnitas, perfectly slow cooked to a tender and moist result that will have your family asking for seconds before their plates are even empty. These Tex-Mex carnitas are infused with a variety of seasonings that the meat continues to marinate in during the slow cooking process, which makes the slow cooker one of the best ways to prepare this pork dish. Prep time 15 minutes. Total time 6 hours 15 minutes. Yield 8 servings. Ingredients: 2 to 3 pounds pork. Shoulder and butt works best. 1/4 cup yellow onion, diced. 1/4 cup green chilies, diced. Canned chilies are okay. 1 teaspoon garlic, freshly minced. 1 1/4 cup, 1 small can diced tomatoes. 1 tablespoon ground cumin. 2 teaspoons onion powder. 2 teaspoons chili powder. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon sea salt. 1 tablespoon raw honey, 2 tablespoons lime juice, 2 tablespoons fresh squeezed orange juice, 1/2 cup barbecue sauce, 8 leaves of Bib lettuce. Instructions: 1. Place ingredients in slow cooker in order listed. 2. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. 3. If possible, shred pork with a fork and stir 1 hour prior to end of cook time. 4. To serve, wrap each serving in a bed of Bib lettuce. Serve hot. Chicken curry. For a filling, delicious dinner that tastes flavorful and perfectly spiced, try this Indian dish of chicken curry slow cooker style. Prep time 20 minutes. Total time 4 hours 20 minutes. Yield 6 servings. Ingredients: 1 pound boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into 1-inch cubes, 2 cans coconut milk, 2 tablespoons red curry paste, 1 small yellow onion chopped into 1-inch cubes, 1/2 medium red bell pepper chopped into 1-inch cubes, 1/2 medium green bell pepper chopped into 1-inch cubes, 1/4 head of lettuce chopped, 1/4 head of cabbage chopped, 2 to 3 cloves garlic minced, depending on preference of taste. Instructions: 1. Preheat slow cooker to low before prepping ingredients. 2. Prepare ingredients as instructed. 3. Combine coconut milk and chicken broth in slow cooker. Stir. 4. Add red curry paste. Stir. 5. Place chicken in slow cooker. Stir. 6. Place chopped onion and red and green bell pepper in slow cooker. Stir. 7. Place cauliflower in slow cooker. Stir. 8. To prepare cabbage, take 1/4 head of cabbage and cut into thin strips and separate. Add strips to slow cooker. Stir. 9. Add 2 cloves of minced garlic. Stir. Add more minced garlic if needed for taste. 10. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 4 hours. 11. When ready, stir the chicken curry, transfer to serving bowl, and serve hot. Cinnamon pecan and butternut squash soup. All there is to say about this creamy, flavor-bursting butternut squash soup is to make sure you make enough, because it will go fast. A great way to enjoy this soup without having to wait is to make a large batch and freeze half of the soup. That way, when you feel a craving for this cinnamony sweet soup, all you have to do is thaw, heat, and eat. Prep time, 15 minutes. Total time, 4 hours, 15 minutes. Yield, 8 servings. Ingredients: 1 large butternut squash, peeled, chopped. 1 medium white onion, chopped. 1 quart chicken stock or vegetable stock if you prefer. 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon. 1 teaspoon sea salt. 1 teaspoon ground nutmeg. 2 tablespoons coconut oil. 2 ounces pecan, finely chopped. Instructions: 1. Place a sauté pan over medium heat and melt coconut oil. 2. Add onion and sauté 3 to 4 minutes or until onion is translucent. 3. Add chicken stock, cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. Stir. 4. Place butternut squash in slow cooker. 5. Pour onion mixture over squash. Stir to blend well. 6. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours or until squash is tender. 7. When squash is ready, transfer slow cooker contents to food processor or blender and process until smooth. 8. Pour into serving bowl and garnish soup with dash of cinnamon and chopped pecans. Serve hot. Avocado chicken salad. This chicken salad is delicious and perfect for leftover sandwiches the next day. So easy, so tasty, so perfectly slow cooked. Prep time, 10 minutes. Total time, 7 hours, 10 minutes. Yield 4 servings. Ingredients: 1 to 2 pounds, 3 to 4 breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. 1 large, ripe avocado, peel and pit removed, mashed. Half cup green apple, chopped finely into 1/4 inch cubes. 1/4 cup red seedless grapes, halved. 2 tablespoons raw walnuts, chopped. 2 tablespoons raisins or dried pecans if preferred. 2 tablespoons fresh cilantro, chopped fine. Juice from 1 lime. Sea salt to taste. Instructions: 1. Place chicken breast in slow cooker with chicken broth and cook on low for 2 hours. When chicken is cooked and cool enough to handle, either shred or cut the chicken into small cubes and set aside. 2. Prepare avocado as directed, mashing avocado to an almost creamy consistency. 3. Next, chop up the apple, cilantro, and walnuts and cut the grapes in half. 4. In a large mixing bowl, combine the shredded or cubed chicken, mashed avocado, apples, grapes, walnuts, raisins, or dried cranberries, and cilantro. Stir to blend well. 5. Next, add in lime juice and a dash of sea salt to season. Blend well. 6. To serve, eat on its own or roll up in a bed of lettuce. Enjoy. Mediterranean stew. Lean beef, mushrooms, spinach, sweet pearl, onions, and crushed tomatoes are just a few of the amazingly tasty ingredients that make up this Mediterranean-style stew. Whip it together in the morning and have it hot and ready to enjoy when you get home. I can't think of a better way to enjoy dinner. Prep time, 20 minutes. Total time, 8 hours, 30 minutes. Yield, 6 servings. Ingredients: 1.5 pounds lean beef stew meat, ½ teaspoon sea salt, ½ teaspoon fresh ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon extra virgin olive oil, 8 ounces portobello mushrooms sliced, 1 cup baby spinach, 1 cup frozen pearl onions thawed, 2 cups beef broth or stock divided. 1 28-ounce can crushed tomatoes with juice. 1 6-ounce canned tomato paste. 2 cloves garlic crushed. 1 tablespoon fresh basil chopped. 1 tablespoon fresh oregano chopped. 1 teaspoon arrowroot powder. Instructions. 1. Begin by preparing the beef. Trim off any excess fat and cut into 1-inch pieces. Season with sea salt and pepper. 2. Place a heavy-bottomed skillet over medium-high heat. Add in olive oil and let it heat up. Place the beef in the skillet and brown on all sides for 5 to 6 minutes. 3. In the slow cooker, add the mushrooms, spinach, and pearl onions. Then, place in the browned stew meat. Stir together to mix. 4. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, add 1 3/4 cup of the beef broth or stock, tomatoes with juice, tomato paste, garlic, basil, and oregano. Stir well to blend, then pour sauce mixture over the ingredients in the slow cooker. Cover slow cooker with lid and cook on low for 7 to 8 hours or until the beef has reached desired level of tenderness. 5. Remove lid from slow cooker and turn heat temperature to high. Meanwhile, in a small-sized bowl, whisk together the remaining 1/4 cup broth or stock and the remaining arrowroot powder until all powder is dissolved. Pour into stew and let cook. Stir occasionally for 5 minutes or until the stew becomes slightly thickened. 6. When ready to serve, transfer stew to shallow bowls and garnish with Paleo croutons, optional.